All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. We are live. I want to make sure you all can hear me. We are live. We are live. So give me a second. Let me make sure the sound is good. Okay, give me a second. We are live, you guys. Okay, we're good. All right, all right, all right. So we have a special guest backstage, none other, an icon, a legend in these internet streets, the one and only Auntie Hammy TV. How you doing, Auntie Hammy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. But first, I want to say, when you first came on the show, we started off on a rough patch because I said that you like to pee on your sugar daddy. For
Yeah,
that, I was wrong to say that. And I don't know when did I
dead
say it.
wrong.
I was wrong to say that. But how did that make you feel when I said that? Because you did an interview with Tasha, and this was your first introduction to the YouTube streets. And then I went live and said you like to pee on your sugar daddy. And I do want to apologize for that. But how did that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel mad. I was furious. I was taken back. I say, well, this is what the people do here on YouTube, and you is the reason why I go after everybody that's like you. Y'all talk about the celebrities, I talk about y'all.
Okay. So I'm the reason why you go after, okay, gay man. Would that be correct?
Anybody that talk about peoples, anybody that talk about celebrities that look better than them,
Okay.
look better, got more money, in a better situation, more popular, all of that. I feel like y'all ain't got no business talking about them.
A lot of people, when you first got your start on Tasha K, I didn't even know. I just thought, you was in the industry. I didn't know you was like a social media creator because again, I'm not and so savvy in all the other apps, but you have been breaking records all over social media. And a lot of people accuse you of coming over to YouTube because of Tasha K told you to do this. Did Tasha K tell you to come to YouTube to wake these YouTube streets?
No. Tasha K didn't tell me a damn thing because I talks about Tasha K too because she ain't got no business talking about people and being in their business either. She one of y'all too. And I didn't understand what I was getting myself into. I was catfished, is what it was. I was catfished into thinking that I was coming to some media and I was supporting the black people media, but all y'all do is talk about bitches. Oh, excuse me. And talk about people. I'm trying to be more professional.
Yeah. Okay. So Tasha K reached out to you, and it would seem to me that she was reaching out to you to put a dig at Cardi. Would that be accurate?
This how it happened. Okay. Neighborhood talk and on site. Them two blogs posted my comment. When I commented on my page, I said that Cardi B usually does do a payola possibly because I was on the same label. They tried to charge me $5,000 for TikTok dancers, and my Pew 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 song had already went viral, and them same dancers had already did the song, and the label didn't even know it, and I brought it to his attention, and that's why I left the label. So I posted all of that, and they picked it up, the blogs, and Cardi B responded and said that she ain't know who the names was that I was saying. She ain't know the people that I was saying. She never said she wasn't payola, but she did say she ain't know the name of the producers that I was talking about. I don't know if she had the same producers. What she tried to act like she was oblivious to the producers, but she definitely knew the man name because that's the man she sued, and so that's what made Tasha K reach out to me. And I wasn't even caring about it, but she say, hey, she coming to Miami. You know what I'm saying? She gonna buy me a free meal. She took me to the sugar factory and everything. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see what Tasha K doing. And, she had a little money on her, had a little nice little hotel and everything. They had some really nice mints. I'm talking about these was the expensive mints, the kind you can resell. So I went to the hotel. I was able to get me some towels. Okay. I was able to get me some blankets, sheets, mints, everything. Okay. Vases. Oh, yeah. We took that motherfucker up and through there. That's why they don't invite nice looking folks like me to their establishments. They invite ugly ones like Tasha K.
So when you came on, I saw you all in character, and I looked at your views. You made quite a bit of money. But what made you have a sugar daddy? Because you look like an intelligent Black woman. Did that take away from your intelligence to have a sugar daddy, or did you get criticism for that? Because you had an old white man.
Take away from my intelligence? See, that's where y'all wrong at. Okay. Have you ever heard of sugar dating? Okay. This is something that's been going on since the 16th century. Know your history. Big Alma, the great grandmother of San Francisco. Okay. Okay. She was the first sugar baby, and she had her sugar daddy that was 24 years her senior. She had him donate a big museum to San Francisco, and that's part of the reason why San Francisco is flourishing now. And that was back in the 1900s. So obviously, sugar baby thing and sugar daddies, it started out being a sugar wife. Okay, you have him invest in you. All right. Right now, why the hell would I get with somebody that ain't got no money? Okay, that's all in these streets, cheating and everything. Yeah, they getting people with the money. Beyonce even got a nigga with money, but she was kicking his ass in the elevator. I don't have them kind of problems. Okay, I ain't got them kind of problems because I pop them right in the lip. All right, and I take my charge and move on. But at the same time, it's smart to have an older man. Okay, he open the door, wine and dine you, do everything you need him to do. All right, even if you really wanted to be a bulldagger in your life, not saying that's what I wanted to do. Okay, but if it don't work, he's gonna eat that thing and the right way. All right, and pay for everything.
So do he get on hard because he was an older man? Was he able to satisfy you, or did you have to pretend an orgasm? You're like, oh baby, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Did you have to pretend an orgasm, or did he really hit that spot?
All right, okay, all right. Let's just take this to your bedroom. Okay, when you get your booty licked, do you orgasm?
No, I do not.
Well, I go orgasm when I get my booty licked.
Wow, okay. Really?
I sure do. All right. I don't know what makes you orgasm. Okay. Maybe you need something hard in your asshole. I don't know. But if that's something that I needed, I can buy one and he can stick it right up there. But typically I do. Some of them get hard, some of them don't. And right now, that's why I left the last one, because he didn't get hard all the time how I needed him to. Now I got somebody nice and strong, and he's been taking his multivitamins, and he gets nice and hard.
So is it a requirement to pay all your bills, to put money in your account all the time? Are you in his will? Like, what, take us back for people that typically want to be a sugar mama or to be married. How did that go? Do he just pay everything, put millions of dollars in your bank? How did that go?
All right. Now, understand. Back when I was just regular, just working 9 to 5s, working hard. I needed hard dick, okay? Because I was working for somebody. And it was stressful, all right? So I needed somebody to beat it, okay? But now that I'm a millionaire and I got my own money, I don't need all of that. And it's hard to find somebody that, ain't got to beat my back in all the time. Mm-hmm. And I had to go to older men, sugar daddies. And yes, he has to put money in my account. Yes, he has to take care of me because, I mean, it's I'm a queen. Who I don't understand what women in 50-50 and all of this other stuff. I did 50-50 back when I was a 9-to-5 bitch.
Oh wow. So it's no 50-50. He do 100% and you just show up.
Yes, it's 100%. He pays all bills. I don't know what bills I've never known a bill. I don't pay anything, none of that. I pay bills back. If I want to go with younger men's, I will go and pay bills. But I'm with an older man that's how they did back in the days. You know, that's just the man just made all the money and paid everything, and the woman took care of home and cooked. And that is what I do.
So is he a married man or is he single? And if so, is he married? Do you feel some type of way sleeping with a married man?
Understand, okay? I told you there's a difference between these sugar babies and a sugar wife. I am a sugar wife. I am on the will. I am the wife, okay? I am the woman, okay? And I don't sleep with it. What wife? That's why you get them old, because the wife done died. He done had two wives that done damn died. And I just stole another one motherfucking ashes away. Because he was acting like he loved her too much. He posted her birthday picture. Oh, happy birthday. I threw them ashes right out the motherfucking door. Shit motherfucking me. I let him know I'm jealous of everything. And the children, they got some of the ashes. They got some of the ashes. He probably kept the coochie. And I throw her coochie right out the motherfucking house.
So let's talk about ashes and the whole thing with you and Armand. You did a series called Surviving Armand Wiggins, and you posted that. But you have been going on a campaign against Armand. What is your issue with Armand Wiggins, and why did you want to start doing a campaign against him?
Well, Armand Wiggins has a problem with seeming like all the black women's he got a problem with. And he does a campaign on black women. So I decided, hey, I'm going to do a campaign on Armand Wiggins just to see how he reacts to campaigns. Because, I mean, nobody ever does campaigns on Armand Wiggins, but he has done campaigns on Nikki, on Tasha K. He was doing a fake I Love Cardi B campaign, but we know that this is just ashes in the dust now because Jason Lee got Cardi B interview instead of him, so he has flip-flopped and turned on her now. But at the same time, I mean, I seen him going because I didn't know about the whole Tasha K thing, and a lot of stuff I got from Armand Wiggins because he was going so hard on Tasha K. So when I came in, I didn't know much about her. So his videos was popping up the most as far as when I put in Tasha K search. So I'm like, okay. And I looked to, at his videos and I seen that he just was going in on her so much. Finally realized why he was going in on her. I never knew. I seen his videos, never mentioned him. I was going in on you, Fisher King Payne, and Sean Davy Wade. Y'all mentioned my name, so I was going in on y'all in the beginning. Went to see why everybody hate Tasha K so much, which trickled down to me. And so I'm like, well, why the fuck am I getting all this fucking hate? I never did this interview. So I seen he was saying all the things that she was doing to all the different people. He was just keeping up with the case. And I said, okay, obviously this is a thing. So then when he finally said why he was mad at Tasha K, he said, oh yeah, we used to be cool. What? Wow. What? You would have thought that she was a motherfucking enemy, a demon from the start. Y'all used to be cool. Wait a minute. Okay. And then he said that she was his mentor. What? Hold on. Oh, that's why he hates Storm Monroe. That's when I put it together. That's why he hates Storm Monroe and Fisher King Payne, his homeboy. They probably booty buddies. And that's why Fisher King Payne go after anybody that he kind of go after. And that's why I'm probably in the mix. Okay, bam. Then he said that he was upset that she used gunshots in the videos and was trying to be like him. Okay, so I'm like, oh shit, the motherfucking gunshot. Then, few seconds later, he said that she told him that the only difference between all of the creators and her is her video quality. So he said, I'm very competitive. So I got my quality up, and me and Tasha K kind of got the best quality out of all the YouTube creators. I said, wait a minute. Hold on. You mad because she copied your damn gunshots? And but you copy her quality. So, but you the mentor. Y'all can have some shit that you give a gunshot, she give you quality. And then he went to listing. She never gave me equipment. She never did all that. She never told me different stories to break. She never gave me stories to break. And he was listing all the things that she did for Storm Monroe. So I said, nigga dumb. I say, oh, okay, this nigga is foolish. Okay. Then I realized he was going after Nicki Minaj. And then his spooked and nervous thing he did when he was like, Nicki Minaj was scared at the Met Gala of Cardi B. Oh, it was over from there. Oh, you lying ass. You lying at. Oh, it's on. Miss Ed, I am on your head. Do you hear me? Forever. I am on your head. Okay? And so he want to act like he loved Cardi B. But obviously it was fake. And then he went and told everybody why he was mad at Nicki Minaj, because she ain't put him on the Queen radio and she put Tasha K on the radio. So he said, Nicki Minaj don't support black women, but Cardi B do. Nicki Minaj don't support people that support her, but Cardi B do. But Nicki Minaj supported Kyle on the Neighborhood Talk, Tasha K. So she supported black women and gay men. Okay, put them right on the platform. The designer she got, Arrogant Tate. I mean, she supported quite a bit, and all through her career, she has supported quite a bit of black folk. Okay, so he just upset that she never supported him, which is great, and I understand why she didn't support him, because guess what? He gonna flip on you. Ain't no sense in don't ever support this child, because he will flip on you. So now I'm on his head forever. I made Surviving Armand Wiggins. I put all my facts and receipts together. He got my page strike, got my video took down. I put it on Twitter. Now I done took over his Twitter. Just like when you search Tasha K and all you see is Armand Wiggins video, search Armand Wiggins on the Twitter. I made it my business every day. I have it where my Twitter, my thing automatically posts stuff to my Twitter. I post that link automatically.
So because I was on a show and I said, oh my gosh, he's going to strike our channel, because you were posting facts, all his videos, him breaking up with his friend King Payne, all of that. And I'm like, oh, he's going to strike us, because he have a tendency don't want to be embarrassed. But he felt like he said on the record on other shows that you're doing this because of Tasha told you to do it.
No, I don't. Me and Tasha K don't talk like that. I'm not no damn Tasha K ass. I did one interview with the lady, and that was it. I play around with her on the interview. That was it. Me and Tasha K don't have no nothing. I'm one person. I don't network with nobody. I don't have no business, nothing. I'm independent. I don't have nobody connected to me but my motherfucking coochie. Okay, I made it my point to not be a celebrity that has ties with people. I got people I'm cool with, or fuck with on the internet. But LaWanda Nicole Hunter, Tasha K is cool with Auntie Hammy. LaWanda Nicole Hunter, that child don't know me. None of y'all know me. I'm Auntie Hammy on the internet. I play all kinds of games. But no, me and Tasha K are not in cahoots. But it was cute that they said that, because obviously Tasha K got to be some kind of big dog. What they're saying is, what they admitting is Tasha K is a big dog, okay? And she's got people that are coming after them because they are fucking small fries, and she'll never, ever, ever give them the time of the day. That is what they proved. Because I don't fucking know who. And bitch, I'm a motherfucking big dog. I'm a motherfucking big dog. So I would never work for a bitch, or a bitch could never make me be their minion to go after no motherfucking body.
My God.
Like
I would ask you, because when you and Tasha interviewed towards the end, you guys started fighting. So was that all a plan? Was that real? Because many people say like y'all were doing that to go viral.
Yeah, that was just a joke, okay? Because it was my sugar daddy idea. No lie. My sugar daddy said, "Oh, that's my music."
Oh, okay. I thought that was in my house.
Oh, that's live music. My sugar daddy plays the guitar live.
Okay. I'm like, what is it?
So just enjoy that as
okay. I want to.
Yeah, my ex sugar daddy, he had done said, "Oh, this interview is nice, but it's just too, like good. It's nothing with Auntie Hammy. You gotta like really like
be Auntie Hammy
antics."
Because it surprised me when I saw you on like how you are now, because on the interview you look like a college girl, professional, like a lawyer almost, and that's how you look. But then when I saw you online, you were totally different, hair all over your head, and you was very ratchet. But on there, you could be very professional. Wow, I was like, you could be a character and you could just take it off. So as a sugar baby or the sugar wife, do you show up like that, or you have to present yourself like you presented yourself with Tasha, the professional and all of that? Or is he into the kinky hair over your head and all in the ratchetness?
Well, I mean, he into whatever. He knows that Auntie Hammy is a character, but also is a character that I have, but it's comfortable. I don't want to have to do my hair all the time. Sometimes I have my hair sticking up on my head. He doesn't mind. And that's another reason by having an older man, because they not into the internet. They not into the newer fashions and all of that. So he's not in high demand for you to have your hair done all the time. He just wants you to be faithful, and I just want him to be faithful. We got to take it back to them times. Fuck what you look like and all of that other stuff. So he does not mind at all what I look like. Sometimes when I get too fine, I don't want to get him a heart attack. You know?
Okay, because a lot of people don't know you are on TikTok. You make music, billions of views. They still doing pew 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 pew. One of your hot records, but you're not like an R&B singer. It's like a comedic. You're a comedic artist. Would that be accurate?
Yes. If anybody remembers Weird Al, I am like the black female Weird Al. I make funny comedy songs, and Pew 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 went #1, and it was #1 for 6 weeks. And Weird Al, it beat out Weird Al. Weird Al's song was #3. When my songs come out, they come out on the comedy song chart. I'm on the same charts as Weird Al. So when Weird Al come out with songs, I'm in his same genre. I'm never in an R&B genre, never in a hip hop genre, never in a rap genre.
Would you like to win a Grammy one day?
Hell no.
Okay.
That's I ain't finna spend that kind of money. I'm not finna commit myself to that kind of money for them people. Never will I ever commit myself to that kind of money for them. That's too much money to be spending. It's too much attention. I like to be able to go to the grocery store. I like to be able to still have my same address. I like to be able to not have a security guard at my door. I like still my normal life. I never, ever, ever want to be a celebrity. That all of this was just a blessing, but I refused it at all costs.
So right then and there, who's going to be the next person that you're going to do a surviving with? Because I know you did Armand. It's on Twitter. I watched it over like 5 times. It's just so funny the way how you did it with the overcoat, the detective. I love it. It was so original. But who you gonna do one next? Are you interested in doing one on somebody else?
Yo bitch ass. Yo bitch.
Really, me?
You damn right. Crooked-eyed ass.
Because you took a lot of research on Armand Wiggins. Like that took time. How long did it take you to do that? Because that must have took a lot of time to do that.
No, well, I already kind of knew what I wanted to prove, and I remember the videos that I seen. So it took me to, I gathered all the videos within a day, so it was just, when I had time throughout the day, but to actually make everything, it just took me probably 2 hours to make the videos and put them all together and put them all on my phone. But as far as, I have been researching him though for a year. I have been researching.
Wow.
I've been researching Storm Monroe, Official King Payne, Sean Davy Way. I've just started researching Milagro. I was searching Toxic Diamond, but she went to jail. Jaguar Wright, I was researching because y'all just be sitting up there lying, and I like to catch y'all in y'all motherfucking lies.
I want to ask you before we go, thinking about Jaguar, what's your thoughts to see her having that mental breakdown, being arrested? What's your thoughts of that? Because she threw her son ashes all around. You threw your deceased wife ashes in the garbage, but she actually threw it on her husband and rubbed it on her face. What was your thoughts on that?
Well, you know what I'm saying? The bitch is crazy. Okay, she's crazy, and when she get a man, she gets him. It's some voodoo that she probably put on the men's. The woman is insane, but I mean, she is dating my brother, and allegedly, and he loves her. Okay, and he says she's not crazy. So leave it up to him, and what they got going on, that's their business. But I would say the bitch is bad shit crazy. Okay. And now I must say if you can see the video on TikTok, my sugar daddy said he probably wanted a threesome. So I went and got the ashes from his ex-wife, and I said, I ate the ashes. I say, hey, I'm eating her coochie. And, you can eat some too.
No, wait a minute. Wait. You ate her ashes? Oh my gosh. Auntie Hammy, I'm done. I'm done.
And so I can't speak on Jaguar, right? I can't speak on her. Okay, and that's why I threw her out.
You said her current husband is her current husband is your brother.
No. My brother, she been cheating. She has been cheating on that man with my brother.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is breaking news, Wiley. This is breaking news. I had my brother. He made an interview. I had to get the first interview, exclusive. But if you want to talk to my brother, I mean, you can talk to him.
We could definitely schedule that. How can people get in contact with you, Auntie Hammy? Because people are saying, who are this women? But they don't know that you have been in these streets for a long time. How can people get in contact with you?
They can get in contact with me. They can get in contact. Auntie Hammy TV everywhere. Facebook, over 400,000 followers. Blue check verified. Don't motherfucking play with me. Over 800,000, about 900,000 followers on TikTok. Auntie Hammy TV. Blue check verified. Don't play with this motherfucking coochie. Auntie Hammy TV on the YouTube. Only got 30,000 followers. That's my troll channel. But if you check, I am blue check verified with my music on the music channel, and I have over 33,000 video shorts. So count my motherfucking money. If you want to count my motherfucking money, go look up shorts on YouTube, 33K videos. Count my money.
Thank you, Auntie Hammy. Love you.
I love you too. Bye, baby.
Bye. Oh wow, it was so happy having her on. You know, I was shocked because I reached out to her and I asked her, I said, Auntie Hammy, can you come on the show? And she said yes. She's in character, but in her private life, she's so professional. I didn't even know who it was that called me back because it was so professional. It was she was professional. She wasn't in character. I'm like, hello, who is this? She said, this is Auntie Hammy. I was like, oh my God, Auntie Hammy. Like, I didn't know. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, because she sounded so professional, how she sounded. And so I had literally reached out to her to bring her on the show. But she came on my show previously, maybe about a year or 2 years ago, when she originally went on Tasha's show, and it was like a back and forth, and it's definitely, she was heated. We're at a good place right now. But when she came on, she was really, really heated because I said her baby daddy liked to pee on her, and she went on this whole tirade about it. But we definitely had her back on the show, and we had a conversation. Now, we're going to get into these topics. We had another guest that's supposed to come on, so let me call them and see if they're ready to come on. Make sure y'all share this live. Let me call them and see if they're ready to come on, because we live. Okay. Yeah, that interview was funny because she was heated. She was angry at me because I said that she, PP on her sugar daddy. So she was feeling some type of way. Now we gonna get into these topics. We got a show. We're gonna make sure we have those phone lines open up, you guys. And where we go now, when we go to this, it's a lot of good topics that I definitely want to dive into, and then we're gonna get to our main event. Okay, let's go to here we go. Now, this couple, I'm gonna say I used to watch this show maybe one or twice, and when I heard that they've been arrested, I was like, wow, because I really thought they really had money. So y'all know Todd and Julie Chrisley reported to prison today. I'm talking about on yesterday, they reported to prison as a husband and wife are set to begin their sentencing after being convicted last year of bank fraud and tax fraud. In December, the couple who starred on the U.S. reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best were each told that they will have to report to separate prisons. Todd Chrisley, who received a 12-year sentence, reported to federal prison in Florida, a minimum security prison camp that holds 339 total inmates, according to the Bureau of Prisons. Minimum security institutions have dormitory housing, a relatively low staff to inmate ratio, and limited or no fencing. Okay, some prison facilities have small, medium security camps next to them, as known as solid prison camp, that inmates there may provide labor to the main facility or go off-site and work programs, according to the Prison Bureau. Julie, who was sentenced to 7 years, will report to Federal Medical Center in Kentucky. She was originally ordered to report to Federal Correctional Institution, a minimum security prison with minimum security satellite camp in some part of Florida. I don't know that in Miranda, Florida. The Kentucky prison is a administration of security for Federal Medical Center with minimum security satellite camp. So all of this stuff, they going ahead. Let me see right here and there. The pair was indicted in 2019 on 12 counts, including tax evasion, conspiracy, bank fraud, and wire fraud. The U.S. Attorney Ryan X. Buchanan said in June of the press release following their convictions that the couple conspired to defraud the community banks in Atlanta area to obtain more than $30 million in personal loans prior to the launch of their first television show in 2014. The Chrisleys and their former business partner submitted false documents to obtain loans and then to spend money on cars, clothes, real estate, and travel. prosecutors said, and used new loans to pay back old ones. Following their sentencing, the couple's lawyer said they plan to fight. The convictions. So, you know, it's a lot of fraud. Like, I am shocked that people still think that it's okay to defraud banks. I just don't understand that. I don't understand it at all. Defrauding banks and all that. I had a person that was supposed to come on our show, MC Shaky, went to prison for fraud, came out on social media talking about his prison stories, did fraud again, and is right back in prison. So I'm just not understanding that. I do think it's unfair because MC Shaky is in a maximum facility. He's not in a minimum security facility. So I still believe they have white privilege, that they're not going to get the full experience of prison. They're in a minimum security prison. I've heard that the food is better. You know, the guards are nicer. It's just like almost going to college, but you can't leave the place. But I do think that's unfair that they get to have in there, and the rest of these people is in a massive security facility. I'm not understanding that. Like, how can you do something like that? And I just don't get it. I have a friend right now. We're not like close friends. You know, we just around the way we see each other. When we see each other, he defrauds unemployment people. Like, he was signing people up for unemployment to get like a lot of money, and he still think he won't get caught. And I tell him all the time, I say it's a matter of a time before they come and pick you up, because you out here trying to defraud the government, and they probably already have you in that system that you defrauding them. And then when they get ready to pick up that phone call and get ready to do all of this, this is what it's going to have to do when it comes into all of that type of stuff. So you got to be very careful with that, because you doing it, especially when you Black, they're going to see that, and they're going to be winding up and saying, okay, you doing these things is going to put you at risk with your livelihood. And so I never want to do no PPP, CBD, none of that. I don't want to do any of that type of fraud, because I'm eventually going to get caught up, and I'm going to get caught, and I'm Black. So they automatically going to watch me. And it looked like then they watched this. And so I'm glad they got justice, but being in a minimum security prison, no, they need to be in a maximum prison so they can get the maximum feeling of all of that. Okay. So, but again, I'm not into fraud. I don't do defraud taxes. I don't be claiming people kids on my taxes. That is fraud. If you ain't taking care of those kids, none of those things. I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to operate. I remember when PPP came out, and one of my family members said, you should get a PPP. I said, no, I don't have a payroll, and that's only qualified if you actually have a payroll and you actually paying them salary, and to meet your payroll, you get the government to get that loan. So I don't have that, and I'm not applying for no PPP. And I've seen many people that have done it. And the main thing that President Biden said, he was going to come after those people. So I'm not sad about these two. I'm glad he's in prison. He's going to be happy because, again, he's gay. He's bisexual at best. So he's going to have a good time. I don't know about her, but we're going to give y'all more updates about it. But the show was canceled. And I think the Black grandbaby, the mama was trying to get custody of the grandbaby, and she still like she was on crack. But that's just my personal opinion. But be very careful out there, you guys, because if they went down for fraud, what do you think going to happen to you when you get into fraud? So be very careful. All these people defrauding. I got another person, he be defrauding people and signing people up for some type of transaction with the Credit Transaction Bureau to get a check. He be signing these people up. He be signing these people up for other type of loans that they don't even qualify for. I said, you be very careful with that, because when they boom, 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 knock on your door, you gonna hear that feeling. I had another friend and when I say friend, these are like pretty much my Facebook friends. They weren't like close friends, but we would see each other in house parties. He would do credit card fraud. So he used to work at Chili's or some type of restaurant, and all of the business catering orders, he would write down the credit card number, and he would go and spend it and buy cars and buy clothes. And he went to prison for about 7.5 years. So be very careful. And then he just recently went back to prison because he violated his parole by getting caught with a weapon. So now he's back into prison. So be very careful, man. I'm going to keep y'all updated and see about their appeal, but I highly doubt they're going to get an appeal. I highly doubt it, because when the feds come after you, it's a 99.10 opportunity that you're going to be up in there, okay? Now, Brent, I am so happy for Brent. This is Nene League's son. This man had a stroke, and he's a young man. Had a stroke. Nene came out about him having a stroke. And while he had his stroke, he literally was in the hospital, rushed into the hospital. And now he took in his health seriously. Now he have lost weight. He don't have that beer belly anymore. Now you see on the screen, you see him on this side with the wife beater. You see the beer belly. Now you see him slim down. He was walking and all of that. I am happy that all of that is coming up. With all of that, I am extremely happy for that. Okay. And I love the fact that he's taking himself seriously. Even myself, when I saw that, somebody came, person that know me, they saw, my gosh, Wiley, you're losing weight. Like, what's your secret? I said, my secret, because when I put on this sweater, it used to be so strained. I put on the sweater, it came on perfectly. I said, my secret was I just stopped eating out. My secret was I stopped eating fried food. My secret is I stopped eating pizzas and baby back ribs and all of that sodium, all of that stuff coming in, and eating it every day, cakes and pies, and etc. And so I put it down, and I just walk every day, and I drink nothing but water. And if somebody want to buy me some of these water, this is like my favorite water right now. So if you ever want to buy me a case of water to my pill box, get me this brand. Okay. And I like it cold. I like it cold. So I put it in the freezer. Yes, I like it cold. That's exactly what I like. I like it real. When I tell you real cold, and I just eat and I have a good time, and I feel so good. I feel so liberating to drink water and all of that, and supporting all of that and the type of thing. And I love that, because producer brought me a whole case. We went through that case like that, because that is what we do in the type of chat. We go in and we support, and they put it in their body. My skin is clearing up. I'm sleeping better. Let me tell y'all, and Brent probably congested this. I was so congested. I had the bubble guts. You know what I'm saying? I was literally so congested. And while I was being congested, it was because of all of the toxic food I was eating. And so now I eat a piece of fruit. Like this morning, I didn't eat anything. This afternoon, I ate a banana. Then I put a piece of meat on the air fryer, and I ate that. And then I walked for about 2 hours. Yesterday, I walked for about 2 hours. Day before that, walked about 2 hours. Day before that, 2 hours. And so I was on a walk for the first week and a half. I was on a water and fruit diet, meaning no meat at all. Green apples, a banana, strawberries. I tried the blueberries. They were disgusting. And I was literally drinking this water, this Fiji water, and I put it in the freezer, and it's just absolutely lovely. It's everything. I put it on there. Everything is what I love. And I said, wow. And I'm just slimming down. And I thank God for not only having someone come in my life, my doctor, to really give me a message, and the message that I received the message. And she said, hey, I want you to come back to the doctor in 30 days. So I got to come back in February because you are obese. And I never had nobody ever say to me that I was obese. I never heard that word. I just heard, oh girl, you gained weight. But the way she broke it down, she said, you obese. And if you're not careful, you can get diabetes, you can get high blood pressure, you can get, you know what I'm saying? You can get all type of things. And I said, okay, let me be serious. So every day when I wake up, I take a shower, wash my face, brush my teeth, Prepare to do. I got a haircut today. I don't know if y'all can notice my line is all the way back there because we're gonna shave it bald. But I got a haircut, and then I just walked. Went to the grocery store, and I can tell that I'm on a healthy journey because when I used to walk up the stairs, I used to be so out of breath. Now when I walk up the stairs, it's fine. But before I was so overweight, every time I walk up the stairs, like I used to breathe so heavy because I'm carrying all of that excess fat, and it literally drained me. And I said, "Oh my gosh, I really need to do something." And so when I talk with that psych doc, and I'm gonna tell her when I see her in February, I'm gonna do it. I know y'all can't see my landing, but y'all saw it earlier. I'm gonna get a shave ball, okay? I'm gonna definitely get a shave ball. All right. So I know y'all can't see my landing, so it's gonna be shaved ball. Okay, it's in there. Y'all see it, but if we gonna get it shaved ball, okay. That's exactly what we gonna do. We gonna get it. Oh, my friend is backstage, so hold on. Let me make sure I got him backstage. We got another guest that is here. Don, can you hear me? I can't see you on camera,
Yes.
but we can hear you. That's good enough.
I'm trying to I don't know how to disable the camera.
Oh, do you have go at the bottom? Do you see stop camera? Do you see cam? Do you see
Yeah,
mic?
I see stop cam.
Okay, click on that and see what happened. Okay. Oh, it's still not showing. Oh, it's just showing your profile picture and your wife. Do you want to come on camera, or you could just show the picture?
I wanted to come on camera.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not working today. We'll try for next time.
Let's see. I think it's got something to do with my camera. If I'm not mistaken.
It's probably something to do with your camera.
Let's see. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. All right, Mr. Don, you are here.
Yes.
I want to tell you, we had a private conversation, and you said when we first met, I personally was getting over my trauma. Because when I first met you, I was in a terrible place. I mean, the library situation happened. I first was diagnosed with bipolar. But when I met you, I was so caught up in doing wholesaling in real estate. And then I had a coworker at the time. She knew who you was. She said, "Oh, you need to talk to Don." And you said, what kind of person are you? You would just talk about real estate. I remember one time you and your friend, your business partner, you had me get in a car and like drive. And I saw how gentrification was going on in Dallas. We seeing a raggedy house, and we seeing like almost a house is worth $700,000-800,000 in South Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So tell the people what you do, because you are here. What do you do? What is your career, so they'll know who I have on this air?
Okay, I am a property tax consultant for commercial and residential properties. I work for a litigation firm, so I work around a lot of attorneys and lawyers. Even though I am not an attorney, I'm just a consultant for them. So, and then I also use them as arbitrators when dealing with some of the protests with, residential and commercial properties. So
I want to ask you, because I read a lot and about homeowners, and everybody say get a house, Wiley, it's cheaper. But I'm seeing a crisis that is going on around the country, in Texas, everywhere, especially in Chicago, that the property taxes are going up. Like, do you tell your potential client that want to buy a property to make sure they put in account their property taxes, not just the mortgage?
Yeah, you can, but a lot of times it rolls into the mortgage. You can get it to where like we have it fixed into our mortgage, so to speak.
Okay.
And so it doesn't come out, but you can do either way you want to do it. If you do it that way, it raises your mortgage up. Some people rather not do that. So I would tell people just do what they feel in regards to property taxes. But in property taxes as a whole, you got about 90% of the public who don't even protest their property taxes.
Wow. Don't even know how.
Or they don't even know the process.
Okay. That they can do it. So I want to ask, is because I was reading today, and the people are saying this is not the best time to buy property. Your advice, your legal expertise, is this the right time for a first-time home buyer or a person that want to buy property? Is this the right time to buy property?
I can't make any legal. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. So
Okay.
the only thing I can do is formulate a opinion, so to speak. So everything we do is an opinion. Everything I say is an opinion. It's subjective.
Yeah.
So, well, in my opinion, I'll just say this. In my opinion, the housing market is in a dip right now. So you're seeing a slow decline. But that doesn't mean it's the right time to buy either. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's one of those times where if you can afford to get a house, by means, get it. But it's one of those things. It's very convoluted. While it's hard for me to explain it, so I'll just put it to you guys this way. So the reason why there is a so-called surge in property taxes and there's a scarcity in houses on the market, or there is an influx of houses on the market come on right now, but that'll kind of trend down. But we're dealing with something, like I told you, we're dealing with something that we've never seen before in regards to real estate in this country. For the first time ever, billionaires can pull their money together and buy a whole city if they can afford it. Now think about what I'm saying. All the houses you guys are seeing that come on the market, and boom, they're sold like that. These are billionaire corporations who have pulled their money together in hedge funds. They're buying all the properties up that are worth something. And guess what they're doing to them? They're renting them out.
Jacking up the rent.
I
read that. I definitely
and
read
so
that.
now think about it. Think about it. The average person like you, me, your listeners, and everybody who's shopping for houses right now, we're all competing with those guys, and we're competing with ourselves, each other. You get what I mean? For the crumbs, so to speak, that they're leaving out there for us. So you know those crumbs can turn into two slices and whole pies, but there's a time they invest and there's time to kind of hold back. What you're seeing right now is a lot of resistance. A lot of people are just waiting. They're just waiting for the bottom to fall out, and then they're gonna surge and purge on properties like they did in 2008. But the economy is in. I mean, we're in a downturn. We're going to head into a depression because this inflation is going up. Look at the food prices, Wiley. That translates to real estate too. Wood and everything else got to go up as well.
I want to make sure we had to hear. Hold on, Don, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You said about the food prices and all that.
So the food that
directly up, everything is up.
Milk, everything.
I want to ask you, since they're renting and all of that, I'm seeing that a crisis that are going on, the high rent prices that people can't afford to rent and that are working a full-time job, because a lot of hedge funds are buying up property and they're renting out, and it's not affordable rent though.
No, it's not. And it's almost like the new hustle is these luxury houses for rent. You know what I mean? And look at the hedge funds that are buying them up around Dallas. We got 2 or 3 really, really big hedge funds that are buying up a lot of stuff around Prestonwood and a lot of other areas. And these houses starting at $435, $460, and they buying them out, no questions asked. You know what I mean? And renting them out. So think about it. If all the houses on the market are for rent, what houses are for sale? That's what we're running into right now. All those people who want to rent right now are willing buyers, but all the billionaires buying up everything, so leaving us with the scraps. You get what I mean? So it's and so that's what's hiking up the rents, because who can afford those rents? Not us. Think about that. The average house is being bought is $400,000, Who can afford those rents? How many of your friends can afford the rent on a $400,000 house?
Not many. I know I can't.
Exactly. Who can afford the rent? That's what you got to ask yourself. Not us. So as long, so I'm sorry to cut you off, but remember this: as long as they can afford the rent gonna be what it is.
So
I'm gonna say it slow again, Wiley. As long as they can afford the rent.
Yeah, I hear you. I get it.
The rent gonna be what it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I want to ask you, with that in mind, bringing that up, what is the solution? Is it because I was preaching that the government should intervene, but what is your opinion? Who should intervene in that?
You can't have the government to intervene on itself. That's you. I mean, you get what I mean? That's like the CIA investigating the CIA for the things they did to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these other people.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? It's one of them things where the government has to allow it because of what this is doing to the economy. That's the only thing that's stabilizing the economy right now, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Think about it like that. So, you know, it's give and take, but you know, we always gonna take the end. We always gonna take the blunt. You know what I mean? We always gonna get the worst end of the stick.
I want to ask you because it's not going to be a long, lengthy because we want to do a series with you where we take phone calls. I know you had work today. You are, when I met you, I was shocked because you're short and you love wrestling. And I was surprised. I'm like, because I don't find too many black people really still watch wrestling. So what made you get into loving WWE, being a wrestling fan?
Well, I'm from Dallas, so we had the Sportatorium when I was a kid. So the Sportatorium was like the WWE of the South. And so it just so happened to be located down near downtown Dallas by Industrial. It's not there anymore, but they done tore all that stuff up. But it used to be down there by Reunion Arena. And so as a kid, every Friday and Saturday, wrestling would come on TV. And so most of the people you see in the WWE and the WWF, they started out at the Sportatorium.
Wow.
And so, you know what I mean? So it just progressed that way. So it went from there to NWA to WWE. And I was hooked since I was a kid. So, you know, everybody liked Hulk Hogan and, you know what I mean? You know, all you know, the popular wrestlers. But
yeah.
I went to WrestleMania.
And I was like, man, this man really love wrestling. When I I finally was able to meet you and your wife and your family, your girls. And it's also because it's not too many, you know, heterosexual men that will be friends with a gay man or a bisexual man. You wasn't throwing out shade, or you wasn't being shady, you wasn't being mean. You were just cool. Everything. You was just a cool guy.
Yeah.
And people think that a gay or a bisexual man can't be cool with a heterosexual man, and that's just not true. Was you raised to be that accepting, or you just changed when you got to be an adult to be able to be cool with somebody that is not living the same lifestyle as you?
That ain't never mattered because you got gay, bisexual, you got all these different people in your family. You grow up around, you grow up around everybody. If you from the hood, you know what I mean? You done seen a little bit of everything, and you done grew up around a little bit of everything. And so it ain't never, man, at the end of the day, I don't care what you do with your privates, and I don't care who you do it with. It ain't even about that. It's about you. You know what I mean? I'm all about you. So when I met you, I didn't care about nothing about that. I wanted to know, who are you? All that other stuff, that's just a part of you. That don't make up you. You get what I mean? That's just a part of you. That's not like that'll never define who you are to me. You get what I mean? Because I didn't meet you in that lane. I didn't meet you in that, you know what I mean? I didn't meet you in that arena. And even if I did, you still wouldn't have got treated no different. You get what I mean? So I'm all about the person and like your energy. Like at the end of the day, you just gotta be I'm a good-hearted person. Like I'm seriously, man, like a good-hearted person. So like, you never showed me you were shitty. Even when you were going through the shit you were going through, you never showed me you were shitty. That's how I knew you a solid guy. You get what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because a motherfucker going through their worst, excuse my French, when they going through their worst, sometimes that'll bleed out onto other people that come around them. It didn't bleed out. You get what I mean, bro? You kept it under control and you kept it with yourself. You know what I mean? You shared it with your audience and everything, but for the most part, you know what you went through.
Absolutely. And I mean, we've been cool for a couple of years now. And I didn't know really what you did. And I saw you in action about real estate. You know how much this property is worth. Like you just knew all of that. What made you get into the real estate business? Because I know you wrestled, but what made you get into that? Because when your friend, that my former coworker, she said he's always into business. Like, what made you get into that into the corporate world from your background? Because you was raised from the hood, in the hood.
Right.
You went from the hood to the boardroom to the corporate America. What made you do that?
Well, as a kid, I wanted to be on Wall Street. So you always read the business paper, the Metropolitan, the sports. But I used to be like, man, I'm gonna be the only black dude on, I'm a kid, only black dude on Wall Street that's gonna blow up and do this, do that. But when I got about 11, I realized that the guys on Wall Street kind of just gambling with people's life savings type stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I said, hell no, I don't want to do that. And so, I had the aspirations of growing up to be a sports basketball player. I played in high school and college. It didn't work out. And so then, now I'm in the corporate world doing collections, trying to get by. And then I got a job as a data analyst, and I kept that job for like a year or two. And my brother-in-law, came to me and said, hey, you want to do real estate? You're real good in numbers. You want to try real estate? And I told him no. I said, man, I don't know how to build nothing. I ain't never used a hammer. I play basketball. I don't swing hammers. You know what I mean? And he was like, man, just come on, do this real estate stuff. So it was just numbers. And I went to just evaluate numbers. And then, long story short, I just started seeing the discrepancies in the hood versus other places. Then I started seeing some of the things were mandated that had to go on in the hood, but you didn't have those same mandates in these other areas. So it just got me real curious to like dive deeper into real estate. And so, I was fixing and flipping and doing all that stuff, but I was doing it. But at the same time, I'm learning everything I can about zoning, code and compliance, and city ordinances, because these are the things that they use to punish us and to wrongfully take our properties from us. You get what I mean? These are the things they use to hold the neighborhood down and cripple the neighborhood. And they do it. And it's kind of almost like, it's subtle. Like I always tell you, it's subtle. You know what I mean? Whereas, and it's subtle in every way, because even the growth in our hoods is real subtle. You'll get a corner store here or a shopping center here every 3 or 4 years. But, in Plano, they're growing every year. You get what I mean? And but we got all this money coming in through the Fur Park, through South Dallas, but you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just little stuff like that I start seeing. So when I started paying attention to it, I started realizing that there was a lot of stuff that we were unaware of as people and as homeowners. And I started educating the people about that. And a lot of people didn't like that within the city. So
I agree. And I think because you educated me on a lot of things about, going to them seminars. They're not gonna tell you the game. They're gonna give you a bunch of crap. And all of that. I'm definitely going to bring you back on the show because I want to do it in person so we can dive more into this and take phone callers. You down for that to come back and take questions and all of that? Because I know you have an ebook that's going to drop, so we're going to announce that probably on the next show because you want me to pick up you for that.
I'm going to send you a copy first, and then I'll let you get a hold to it, and then you can kind of I want you to do it first, and then you share it with
everybody else. Okay, I'll do it first because you have a lot of knowledge, and I'm glad that Benita, she told me who you was. And ever since then, we've been talking, and we would go for months without talking, and then just chop it up like we never left. And you pretty much take over the whole because you have so much knowledge, You just go on and on and on. You're like,
Yeah, man.
Because you literally, and I personally think you need to be a podcast or a blogger to educate Black America. Have you ever thought about coming on YouTube and getting a podcast or a YouTube show and all of that?
I would, but I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't. I'll tell you why I would, but I wouldn't show my face.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why, because a lot of stuff that I'm going to share, if I was to do that, it's literally going to change lives, Wiley. And I don't mean that like monetarily. I mean the mindset going forward is really going to do that. And so I'm always in the public because a lot of times, a lot of stuff I'm telling you, I might pop up and show you like I showed you. You get what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so I want to be able to pop up and be like, for example, I want to be able to pop up in Detroit, pop up in DC, pop up in Georgia, pop up in Alabama, and then get it done. And then after it's done, I bring it to you guys. Hey,
Absolutely.
This is what we saw. But if they know who I am, you get what I mean?
Yeah,
then you got
give you the game.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've always been careful about that kind of stuff, because like it's no gray area with what I do. You know what I mean? It's seriously no gray area. I'm giving you, a glimpse into Pandora's box. You know what I mean? And that knowledge right there, bro, that's the knowledge that, they don't want out to the masses, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Don, you definitely coming back on. It's going to be in person. Because I know you, whenever your off day is, we're going to chop it up and do it in person. And we're going to take phone calls. And it could be a 2-hour show, as long as how you want to do it, so we can actually have people on answering questions. Is there anything you want to promote before you get out of here?
I don't want to promote anything, Wiley. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to come on your platform once again. Thank you to the listeners. You guys just tune in for more action.
Absolutely. Thank you, Don, for coming on, man.
Thank you, Wiley.
All right, peace. Okay, so we're gonna bring him back on the show, you guys, and we're gonna do a show because we reached 30,000 followers, but I just did not want to talk about celebrity gossip. I don't want to just talk about that always. I know that pays the bills, but I do want to talk about real estate, politics, all other type of things. And Don is the type of person that we're going to bring on. We're bringing on spiritual leaders. We brought Pastor Barbara on our show last night, a woman pastor. So we just not going to be talking about the mess. So while y'all here, you're going to get educated. It's going to be a variety of topics. So that's what we're going to definitely do. So again, we're going to bring Don back. We're going to have conversation. We're definitely going to bring him for the members only as well. And we're going to bring him back for the YouTube channel. Now, I want to switch gears here because we talked about Todd. We talked about Nene. I got to talk about these two because I just saw some with Diana Ross, and I did not know she was up there giving that punani out to everybody. And I got to be real proper because that is my senior. She's a legend, but she was giving out that punani. She was giving out that punani to Berry Gordy. She was giving out that punani to Smokey Robinson. Now, when I seen her, and I can't really be ratchet for the members only on Zoom, we can be ratchet. So I got to be mainstream on here. When I seen her and him and Smokey, they were singing a song, I'm missing you. Ooh, I'm missing you. Tell me where the road turn. And the way how Smokey, when they was singing, I said, y'all might as well go ahead and get up. Then I heard she was sleeping with the Temptations, David Ruffin, all of it, Otis. And I'm like, she was just sleeping with everybody. And I ain't trying to talk about it because, I like Diana Ross. I want to interview Diana Ross. And I used to know somebody that knew her son, Evan. So I don't want to talk bad about her on the show. We're going to have to go for members only so we can really drag her. But she was sharing that puss. Everybody was getting a piece of Diana. That's why Diana went into the front. That's why Diana was the queen, was the face of Motown Records, because she gave that puss. it wasn't because of her talent. Don't get me wrong. She's not really a strong vocalist. She has some good songs. I'm coming out. Like she can, or this song, touch me in the morning. That's a freaky song. Then just walk away. We don't need tomorrow. Cause we have yesterday. So whatever it is, she been touching the boss. And so I saw that, and then Smokey was married. This man was married. He had a whole wife, and he was giving her that peen. So when they talk about the people that's giving peen and puss now, they was doing that back in the 60s and the 50s. Y'all supposed to been marching and being in the lunch counters and, you know, and I'm decent, you know, all type of stuff. But y'all was just spreading it wide. And I ain't trying to talk about that because she's a grandmother now, all that type of thing. But she used her puss to get to the next level in her career. I'm gonna say that allegedly because I don't want to get sued by Motown and Berry Gordy and Diana Ross and Diana Ross company. I don't want to get sued because you know they watching. I don't want to get no complaint like Larry Reid did with Daryl Moore by Diana Ross. Okay, and she got a complaint of me saying that she gave that puss. So I'm gonna say for the record, she gave that puss to Smokey North. Not Smokey Norfolk. That's Smokey Norfolk about Smokey Robinson. You know, she gave it to Smokey Robinson, and he said it on Vlad TV. He said he was married, and Diana Ross. It must have been good peen because Diana Ross, her stinking tail, she put it in the book. I ain't gonna say her tail is stinking, but that's a stinking tail. Like her stinking tail literally wrote it in the book and said Smokey Robinson and I had an intimate relationship. And so I'm trying to track down that book. So if y'all know the copy of that book that Diana Ross made, Spilling Tea or Sleeping with Smokey, send it to me so I can add it to the books that I need to read. Because I didn't know that at all. And Smokey was back. He's yellow, lights yellow. You know, women will give a man anything when you yellow. Now, when you chocolate and dark skin, they ain't gonna probably pay you no mind like that. But they'll still give it to you with your dark skin. David Ruff was getting a whole lot of punani, and so was the guy that said sexual healing. Y'all know his name, Luther, not Luther. Y'all know his name. So he was light skinned and he can sing. You know, Smokey Robinson and Miracles. He looked good, smelled good, sharp, wrote records, and she gave that punani to him. So I'm like, wow. So now I see why she had the success that she had because Marvin Gaye. Yes, Marvin Gaye was getting it in as well. And so because she had that, and she must have some good puss because she got pregnant by Berry Gordy. I believe one of the children, the daughters, that's Berry Gordy's daughter. And Berry Gordy wrote in his audio book, that was the first audio book I read about him running Motown. He said he saw down her daughter and he knew that was his daughter because they had an affair. Hell was so bad with her puss that when Patti LaBelle went on tour with her with all this hair, that's not even her real hair. Some of it is like false hair. She told Berry on the phone, you know, back in the day, they had to be on the payphone. She called Berry Gordy and told Berry to kick Patti off the tour. And Berry Gordy said, listen, I don't know who you pissed. She don't want to work with you. You're going to have to go home. So Patti in all her wigs and costumes had to go home. So when I heard this story, I was flabbergasted that this happened. Of course, we're going to edit this segment and post this as a separate video so Diana can watch it. So we're going to raise funding just in case she tried to sue me for saying that she was giving out that puss. And she had a nasty, Diana was very nasty back in the day. She ain't just had a nasty attitude. She was doing nasty things in that bedroom, but she had a nasty attitude. And I know this some old tea because some of y'all are old and that y'all know this stuff, but I'm not. I'm getting up there. I'm 32. So when this stuff was going on, Diana Ross was pretty much wasn't in her prime anymore. she did do a song with Brandy. She did a movie, Double Platinum and all of that. But I didn't know her when she was in her younger years. I wasn't even thought of. Like, my mom was just a baby girl when Diana Ross back in 1971 or 72 when my mom was born, but she wasn't really popping until she was in her in the 60s. Was when she had all them number ones. Okay, so I heard that story in Vlad TV, and I'm like, why, Smokey, you going to Vlad? And I sent you an email to your team. Come over to the Wiley Show and give us some of that old tea. I love some old tea. Okay, love me some old tea. Okay, now that was that. All right, where are we going next? Larry Reid. Now, you guys, we're going to continue to read these court documents, and I want to tell y'all this. I see what Larry Reid is doing, and it's so sad. Justice for Levantre, he had his employee, and this is where I tell hosts when they're so desperate to interview people, you have to come on camera. You trying to defend Larry, not on camera, on a thumbnail. You paid this host money. She didn't bring her husband because she been paid and bought and paid for. You come on the show to show us some text message that haven't been verified. And my thing is this, and then this employee, because we dragged him so much about them dusty wigs, he was sharing, saying that Larry is going to sue the accuser in the correct jurisdiction, but he could have sued him correctly because the accuser responded to the complaint in a 26-page response. And we sent that 26-page response to all of my members, to all of my Patreons that emailed me. We emailed it back with our watermark. But you got this employee trying to go on a press tour, and I'm trying to tell Larry, and I got to speak to your shame, Larry. Who is your PR? Who do you got? Is that your PR? That's sad. Then I'm hearing that you about to do an interview with a bunch of gay bloggers. And they not going to ask you the tough questions that you didn't bought and paid for. You got one that's struggling and need to come on out the closet. All right? You got another one got a drinking problem, ain't going to ask you the tough questions. You got there's all of this confusion. That's what you're trying to do. It still make you look bad. So before we read these court documents, I just was reminded because we reached out to a preacher today. Not gonna get into our conversation. We taped the conversation, but we ain't gonna leak it. No, we ain't gonna leak it. The House of Hope mega church pastor. I'm gonna just say House of Hope, Atlanta, Pastor E. Dewey Smith. And so we had this some calling, talking around. Hey, thank you, California, for the super chat. So, thank you. So I want to read when Larry Reid got sued by Bishop E. Dewey Smith. And this was on the Christian Post, because I don't care what interviews you going on. I'm going to watch it, and I'm still going to say justice for Levantre. Justice for Levantre. Because that don't impress me of what you're trying to do. And your poor little wife, ex-wife, she looks so bad and so desperate and so drained. You put your wife with that bad equipment, her whole spirit just dropped. And she said she didn't even have no car, that you bought an employee with pink wigs a car before you bought your ex-wife a car, allegedly. That's what the streets are saying. So she looks so drained. And it's all over there on the Patreon. And somebody leaked it on their YouTube channel. You become a member, we'll let you know who did it, because we don't get nobody no free press unless I'm talking about them, okay? Because I talk about people with big platforms. I say their name all day, like Armand, he got a big platform. Larry Reid, big platform. He got the church. So, of course, I say their name. Auntie Hummy, big platform. She got sugar daddies all over. She got sugar daddy ashes for sale. She eat them and all that type of stuff. She dance, pee, and do all type of stuff. So, of course, I'm going to say their name because they are a bigger type talent. But these other folks I ain't say their name at all. I just unsubscribe. They don't come down my timeline. unless y'all send it to me and give me the footnotes as I'm watching, and none of that. I didn't even watch Armand because I'm prepared for my show. And I heard that he gonna be sitting down with Larry Reid and all that. He been bought and paid for. He bought a new studio paying $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, crumped up in a little bedroom, crumped up in a little space and stuff like that. Oh, before we get to that, we gonna dive into that, but we gonna pause. We gonna read this, and then we gonna talk about the whole Cardi B thing and something. So this is gonna be a long video because we're gonna talk about this, read these court documents, and then we're gonna talk about the Cardi B and Justin Lee. Okay. So we're going to talk about it all today. So if it's a long, lengthy video, it's just a long, lengthy video. But I'm so happy that all people ain't buying what Larry is trying to sell here. He's trying to sell something that people are just not buying and receiving. And he's only doing these shows with all of these people, but not really with his employee by himself. Just doesn't make any sense that you're doing all of this, and it's going to backfire because we are going to continue to reach out to these church members. We're going to continue to reach out to these LRLers, and I'm going to question you. How do you feel hanging around all of these men that's with other men? How does that make you feel as a Christian? Does that make you feel some type of way? You giving all your money. He's flying these people out on your dime, off your Patreon dime, because he can't afford it because he doing it off your Patreon dime. Because in the complaint, the $100,000 that he get is from the black women, the middle-aged women that's paying $12.99, and those that go in their pocketbook paying $566, and those the 800 people that's paying $88.66. And he gonna fly all these men that love men and those that want to come out, they don't know what they like, and flying them all out to do an interview. And that's your press conference? I'm gonna watch it and take my notes, but I'm still not impressed. Because you said, Dr. Larry Reid, that you was gonna sue Bishop Whitehead, Tasha K, and Levantre. To this day, it ain't have been filed. We look for, I got an attorney. We look for it. Still ain't nothing filed. Pink Wig went up on there. He probably was butt naked. Went up on there and said, I'm going to share my, just took over that lady's show. She's so desperate and all that type of way, desperate to get the tea, and didn't even ask no real question because she been bought by a $500 super chat. That's how she been bought for $500, and she don't put that super chat in new wigs. Now, he could have told that woman, I'm talking today. I ain't going to say no name because if they try to sue me, you ain't going to, what name did I say? So you should have told that man, where do you get your wigs from? Because the wigs that I'm wearing is dusty and crusty. Them wigs that she wearing look like she went to the Goodwill place and put on them wigs. But you couldn't even ask that man, hey, man, you wear a lot of wigs. Where can I get another wig? Get a fly down where the wig don't be all dusty and cobwebs all up on this wig. Where can I get a new wig? I'm just saying that. And then you see Larry in there just super chat, spending the church's money that he get $100,000 from the Patreon from his followers, and he's spending y'all hard-earned money that y'all purchasing him to build the kingdom of God. He's sending it with a woman that can't afford good wigs, and all she do is just drag other black women and get in lawsuits. And he in there just super chatting because she just getting his narrative out there to drag Levantre because he mad and he underestimated the power and the authority and the wisdom of Tasha K. He underestimated her. So he going on every platform he can find. He can't go over there to the elder of Kojic because we leaked a recording and now he getting dragged. I got a text from somebody. They said he reached out to him and wanted him to come on the show. He refused because he in a mess because his god brother reached out and said, yes, Larry Reid did that. You didn't have my back. Now he in some mess. So Larry is running, not running for Jesus. He running for that narrative. He trying to clean up this mess. And you got all these folks that's supposed to be for the community taking it up and allowing somebody that allegedly did something illegal, and y'all allowing it and giving him a pass because he's giving y'all $500 super chats. He flying y'all out, and y'all get that excited. And y'all not even going to ask him the tough questions. Ain't going to ask him a tough question because you've been bought and paid for. But he's spending the money from people that's paying their hard-earned money of the $12.99. Because he sued a poor blogger with no money. $7,900 of y'all are contributing to him to fly out men with men, flying them out for his narrative of him sleeping with an underage man and giving them hush money. You've been accused of sleeping with an underage young man, and you're flying out young men that sleep with men to clear your name? Who is this? Who is giving this man counsel? Is that Bishop Bernard Jordan? I'm going to have to send y'all a $2 offering to get a prophet on, and I'm going to ask him. I'm like, he giving him that advice? Is that what the prophet is telling him to do? I'm going here to watch it. I'm going to report on it. So let's get into this lawsuit, this situation that happened a couple of years back with Larry Reid. And y'all know who the Pastor E. Dewey Smith, I want to make sure I got his name right, from the House of Hope of Atlanta. So I'm going to read this on the Christian Post. And this actually happened a couple of years back in 2019. This is right around the same time, I believe either a year later, a couple of years later, that Daryl Moore was starting to come after Larry Reid. Popular online media personality and former pastor Larry Reid said that the House of Hope Atlanta took legal action to silence him for weeks after he interviewed a woman who claimed she was threatened for reporting a R-word that church officials allegedly have been trying to cover up for the last 4 years. He accused Bishop E. Dewey Smith for doing that, but he did the same thing to Daryl Moore. Let's continue to read. But please take this notice as an official request to immediately comply with the orders of the court in Fulton and DeKalb counties by Judge Edmund Adams and Judge Seeger began a message Reid and he received in early September from the church lawyers, Quentin Washington, along with 2 subpoenas to appear in court. We have 2 hearings on September 11, 2019, unless we have settlement beforehand. You are not to speak about these matters to anyone, must bring all material requested to this in the subpoenas. And further, as we have spoken before, and you have not heed my advice, please immediately take down all of the information as the court orders. Please understand this is not a request. These are orders by 2 different superior court judges. They went in front of superior court judges. I will be monitoring all of your social media to ensure compliance starting tomorrow morning as you serve tonight. I interpret takedown as immediately as of right now, definitely before the court, 11th of September. Further, all communications on a platform you control or you must cease about my client and his place of work. So they have posts like the court documents, all the type of the orders and different stuff on here. But I want to read here. The church action comes after the alleged R-word victim, whom the Christian Post only identified as Octavia for security reasons, told Cobb County Police Officer C.B. Niel that she believes someone contacted to the church left a threatening message to her mailbox for speaking to Reid about the alleged SA. Because during that time, Larry Reid wasn't doing prophecies with Bishop Bernard Jordan and his son that need to come out the closet. He was actually interviewing pastors and interviewing rumors and chasing down rumors and bringing these people on his platform, didn't really verify them, and he did that. But he's trying to discourage Tasha for interviewing a victim and all of that and having an issue and a problem. But Larry Reid was mad when Bishop sued him for interviewing somebody about the bishop and his church officials. But Larry did the same thing to Daryl, who did not have any money, but refused to do it to Tasha K, Bishop Whitehead, and even to the alleged victim, Levantrak. Let's continue to read this article. She found a small white piece of paper in a mailbox on September 1st that read, Octavia, stop now or else. Wrote in the report. Octavia interviewed with Reid. He said she told him she was drugged and R-word. I have a confession that the details of what happened, but they covered it up, Reid told the Christian Post about the allegation against the church. There was a R-word that occurred, a drugged and R-word. Neil, Neill, in his report said, Reid posted the interview on his blog located on Patreon. You know, the same Patreon that people are paying $12.99 and some paying yearly subscription. And the bulk of his income come from these hard-earned church people. They was paying for gossip and tea, not for prophecies. Reid, however, told the Christian Post that Octavia did give him his consent to publish the interview on patreon.com and provided evidence to support his claim. He previously admitted to enter into a consulting agreement with the House of Hope Atlanta leader Dewey Smith for $10,000. Now, Larry's supposed to be such this icon and legend and prophet, and he wanted to take down Bishop Dewey Smith, but he got paid, according to this article, by Dewey Smith for a $10,000 consulting fee, which barred him from reporting anything that would negatively impact Smith's business or his family. A copy of this agreement between Smith and Reid, viewed by the Christian Post, showed that if any party breached the agreement, they will suffer monetary damages of $250,000. Okay. Reid argued that Smith violated the confidential agreement by speaking to third parties about it, freeing him to report on the R-word allegations, as well as claim that Smith fathered a child out of wedlock. However, a temporary restraining order kept the media personality silent since early September until recently, Reid said after it expired. House of Hope Atlanta did not respond to repeated requests from the Christian Post to comment on the allegations. Smith's attorney also refused to answer any questions on the record. When asked why he chose to enter into the consultant agreement with Smith in the first place, listen to this. Reid told the Christian Post that as a former pastor who is aware that no one is perfect, he's trying to offer grace to Smith when he chose to stop reporting the allegation that Smith fathered a child out of wedlock. But you said he R-word, but you took the $10,000 allegedly. Reid said he later realized he was manipulated into the agreement. Now, mind you, Reid not saying he manipulated, but he's supposed to be so wise and spiritually inclined with the Lord. He's supposed to have all these prophecies. He's supposed to know how to make you rich by his tongue and all, and him under them shades. But he got manipulated, all right, into an agreement that he did not fully understand. It would have prevented him from freely doing his job. He said at one point he offered to return the $10,000 to free himself from the agreement, but Phaedra Parks, managing the partner of Atlanta-based law firm, the Parks Group, who allegedly helped him broker the agreement, did not respond to his suggestion. Parks also did not respond to a request from comment from the Christian Post. All right, let me read this. In a statement to the Christian Post last month, Reid said all he wanted to do with his reporting on the House of Hope Atlanta was to get justice for the alleged victim and others like her who suffer abuse at the hands of churches. My purpose for what I do is to help the voiceless, raise needed conversations, and entertain along the way. Every live and every post, that's my mission. I wanted baby Jace to be recognized, to unearth Octavia's voice, notify the people in the unknown who I believe are being harmed by being in the dark, he said. Also, if leaders have harmed sheep purposely and regularly, I wanted to highlight that. But this is the same man that took $10,000 from the man that was accused or dealing with church members that allegedly R-word a person that went on Reid's show. Reid got an agreement with the pastor and took $10,000. But he telling a Christian Post, watch how he try to go to that he doing this. He want to be a voice for the voiceless. If you want to be the voice for the voiceless, why in the heavens and the hell would you take a $10,000 payment from Bishop E. Dewey Smith? And why would you hire one of the whack attorneys in America, Phaedra Parks, allegedly? She's good on Reality Housewives, but she won't be a lawyer. I would hire her to get me out of a parking ticket. And it's no shade to Phaedra. I saw her when she was out with her kids. When I was in Atlanta a couple of years ago, she was in Walgreens and everything like, I think it was Walmart or Walgreens. I said, hey, how you doing? I want to take a picture, but she was with her boys, so I didn't want to interrupt her. Let me finish reading this article. He called on the victims to come out of the shadows. I can't fight for what I believe is morally right, while the victims themselves are scared, mute, and hiding, Reid said. When further contact about the investigative allegations made by Octavia last month, a Cobb County police representative said they could not divulge any further information to anyone not directly involved in this case. So when I reached out to the House of Hope and I got somebody on the phone, they said the pastor, Bishop E. Dewey Smith, is praying for the victims. He's praying, wholly praying for the victims, because I'm reaching out to these folks. And that's why you see the employee doing interviews. That's why you see Larry Reid is calling other bloggers to team up because he needs allies, and he's paying them to be an ally. He's paying them to do his dirty work. And these people think that's the right thing to do. That's show business. If you want to be paid $500 to hot, skip, and jump for him, go right ahead. Now, in this complaint with Daryl Moore, I want to read this. I'm on page number 7, reading this, that when this was filed on May the 12th, 2021. So I'm reading page 7. This is a 21-page complaint, and I'm on page 7. So we're going to get through all of this. If I don't get through it today, we're going to do another show tomorrow, next day after that, till we read all of this, so y'all can get a clear understanding of how he took down a poor blogger but refused to take down he took down a poor blogger, but he refused to take down a blogger like Tasha K that got the money, and Bishop Whitehead that got the money, refused to take them down. So we are live right now. Let me read this. Let me drink a cup of water. Let me drink some water. Let me drink some, my throat is kind of perch. It's kind of perch. Okay. So this is page 7. None of the 18 guests appeared to have any investigative or law enforcement expertise. Nothing in the introduction would warn the viewer that the narrative is intended to be humorous, nor does the opening narrative appear to be anything but a promotional element meant to lend gravity to the program and its guests. Since December 2020, Moore has live streamed or posted dozens of videos ranging in duration from under 1 minute to over 2.5 hours. The short videos are posted, which are in the algorithm of YouTube, mean they are uploaded as a complete presentation. The longer videos are streamed, which mean they are intentionally presented live and later remain available as part of the video archives preserved on Moore's YouTube channel. Okay. The significant volume of videos Moore has published would make a complete statement-by-statement recitation of his defamatory utterance, both prolix and repetitions. Okay. Moore have a return over and over to the same several themes and allegations in one form or another throughout the sequence of videos in question. The defamatory statements presented in the complaint do not purport to be a catalog of the defamatory statements Moore has made about Reid. There are, however, a broad and representative sampling that includes the themes into the defamatory statements may be sorted and wished together and compose the gist of those statements, which are repeated in those videos not stated here. The false and defamatory statements about Reid falls into several groups. In one way or another, Moore alleges that Reid is a S predator who has endeavored to conceal his crimes. Reid has financially defrauded the federal government. This is in a complaint that he said that Daryl Moore was saying about him. Reid invaded taxation, that he was financially exploited his followers, and he financially corrupt, that he had acted towards his family through acts of infidelity, violence, and cruelty. Examples of defamation statements sorted according to these themes in a list of videos in which that cited samples appear or presented in paragraphs that follow. Now, it said Moore repeatedly asserted both directly through unmistakable and M-word a teenage boy. They talk about Levante. M-word a teenage boy when he was a minister in North Carolina. The allegation appears inter alia in videos posted on live stream on these dates, which contain the variation and additional allegations noted below. On April 20th, 2021, Daryl Moore stated that Reid had a victim, that the victim had hired a lawyer, and Reid had victimized him since the victim was 14, and Reid was so certain to be convicted for the victimization that he might as well be fitted for a jumpsuit. Daryl Moore also displayed an on-screen series of text messages by which he purported to establish that Reid has M-word a boy to suppress the memories of his victim. On April 19, 2021, Moore asserted that he had copies of text messages between Reid and one of his victims, and the affidavit testimony of the third party was privy to those texts. On April 15, 2021, Moore in a streaming video warned Reid that there was no statute of limitation in North Carolina for crimes Reid has allegedly committed. On April 11, 2021, Moore asserted that Reid had M-word in a 14-year-old boy in Raleigh, North Carolina. On April 6, 2021, Daryl Moore asserted that Reid had M-word a 14-year-old boy in Raleigh, North Carolina. On April 6, 2021, Moore has asserted that Reid molested he have M-word. I didn't mean to say the word, blah, 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 a teenage boy induced to watch him. April 1st, 2021, Moore have asserted that he had seen text message between Moore and the victim confirming the M-word, that Reid released himself. Y'all know he didn't act while compiling an underage boy to strip and dance for him. Reid have been touching little boys, and Reid have forcibly fondled a underage boy. On May 26, 2021, Moore asserted or about an ambitious, I don't know how to say that word, implied that in a videotape comment presented on his own program, Reid had admitted to having S-word inappropriate relations, including with an underage boy. Each of these allegations, this is the lawyer is saying this in the complaint, each of these allegations is false. Reid never M-word a underage boy. This is what the Larry lawyer said. Nor compel a boy to M-word in his presence, nor M-word in the presence of a boy, nor in endeavor to suppress the memories of such a victim. Now, You sued Daryl because you said this ain't true. Why don't you have that same energy for Levante, Bishop Whitehead, Tasha K? Because in the complaint, you sued Daryl Moore because your attorney said that you never did those crimes and you sued him. So why not sue Bishop Whitehead, Tasha K, Levante? Why are you going on a press tour, sending your employee out there, sounding bad, flying in men with men on flights off the church's money, the thousands of people that pay the Patreon, but you sued Brother Daryl? Eddie Long walked so Dr. Larry Reid can run. Bishop E. Dewey Smith is praying for the victims. We're going to do another prayer call for these victims, these alleged victims. And my prayer is, God, uncover the truth. Uncover it, God. We're going to do another prayer call. We on this case heavy. Now, I told y'all no name dropping in the chat. If you want a name drop, reach out to me with the Cash App, and you just type the content creator name you want to name, and it better be a good one. Let me finish reading this. Sit on down. More. This is 33. I'm on page 9. Moore has repeatedly asserted that he has a report from the police department in Raleigh, North Carolina, which demonstrated that Reid was accused of engaged the SM word of an underage boy. The report confirms this. On April 21st, 2021, Moore asserted that the address on the police report matched one of Reid's former addresses, and that this meant that Reid was the subject of that report. B, on April 1st, 2021, Moore briefly displayed a paper stamp with a certification of the authority. I don't know how to say it. Okay, thank you so very much, Pastor the Bliss, for the super chat. Assessing that to prove the genuineness of the alleged police report, falsification of which have been a felony, and demonstrated that Reid had engaged in predatory acts involving young boys. With an S. C, on March 27, 2021, Moore asserted in a stream of videos that there existed a police report which confirmed that Reid had N-word a underage boy. Moore has attempted to bluster his false allegations by referring to what he claims is contained in a Raleigh police report. Upon consultation with the police department, Georgia Council learned that the police policy forbids the police disclosure of anything but a public cover page of the report, which the council did obtain, which substantiates none of the charges made by Moore. Moore has repeatedly stated Reid has committed other felonies and crimes, moral, including financial crimes against the United States, including tax fraud. On April 1st, 6th, and the 15th, 2021, and on March 29th, 2021, Moore said in a published video that Reid defrauded the United States of $70,900 by obtaining financial assistance offered in connection with the present pandemic by submitting falsified documentation. On March 24th, 2021, Moore stated that Reid has failed to pay federal income tax, strongly implied that Reid has unlawfully evaded taxation by falsifying financial records for the nonprofit entities in which he is an officer, member, or shareholder. April 5th, 2021, Moore said that Reid was under IRS investigation. These statements are false. Reid has not falsified nonprofit records. This is Larry Reid, lawyer. Evaded taxes, failed to pay income tax, nor made misinterpretations to obtain aid in the connection with the ongoing pandemic. We'd a little bit more, then we get into Cardi B and all that. I'm gonna read this give me about 10 more minutes to read this, and then we'll switch over to Cardi B. But I want to say again, he sued Daryl and allowing Tasha K to run free, and allowing Bishop Whitehead to run free, and allowing Levante to run free. He don't want to sue them, but he want to fly out bloggers so he can interview them. He want to fly them out, buy them, all that. He been accused. He want to fly them out. Boys, young men, they young men. He want to be surrounded with young men that love men, that sleep with men. He want to surround himself with that because, before we get into this, in my spirit to say this, because he want to use them, because he want them to repeat that Larry is innocent, because we love men, we support men that sleep with men, and Larry didn't do no wrong, so he want to fly them men out and use their platform to spew out his narrative. He want to fly them bloggers out. And one of them bloggers, he better be careful because he's supposed to be straight and he not in the community. But why you so quick to go fly out with men, with other men? I'm seeing that in my spirit right now. That's confusion right then and there. And guess what, LRLers, church folks? He's spending it on y'all dime because most of his income come from y'all on the Patreon streets, and he get a salary from the ministry, and the Patreon folks finances the LRL ministry. Let's read a little bit more. Moore has repeatedly and falsely accused Reid of domestic violence, marital infidelity, promiscuous homosexuality, financial exploitation of his former wife, of other acts towards members of his family, all of which was calculated to bring him into the public shame and contempt, all of which were naturally have had the effect. On April 6th and the 7th, 2021, Moore alleged that Reid has battered his own mother or put hands on his mother. Moore asserted in several videos that Reid has financially taken advantage of or exploited his wife. On April 6, 2021, he asserted that Reid have locked his wife out of the very house on which she was paying the mortgage. On April 6, 2021, Moore has asserted that Reid has been evicted for failing behind in his rent. On February 26, 2021, Moore published videos which contain a stream of false allegations regarding Reid and his family life, all of which would have the effect of harming his reputation and bringing him into public disregard and contempt. These include the claims made directly or by unmistakable in Urdu. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. That Reid forced his wife to a child against her will, and that he engaged in multiple extramarital and homosexual affairs, and his wife cheated on him because he was unable to satisfy her outwardly. and that he has been involved with a woman in Memphis while married and had to cover up the affair after an auto accident involving that woman. On March 5th, 2021, Moore published a video in which he alleged that Reid has failed to visit his S-word wife in the hospital because she wanted to delete herself. He wanted to visit his wife that wanted to delete herself in the hospital. That his wife has engaged in extramarital affair because Reid could not S-word her, satisfy her. Each of the allegations, informations is false. Moore has, in multiple videos, accused Reid of other financial improprieties and dishonesty through statements of sort, both calculated and likely to bring Reid into contempt and dispute and to expose him to the public. Okay. In videos that were posted or aired on March 23, 2021, and April 1st, 2021, Moore directly asserted and or implied that Reid had failed to pay musicians in his gospel ensemble money that was owed them. And B, in video stream on March 23, 2021. Moore said that Reid have never worked in his entire life, but have made a living by scamming others. Okay, we almost at that 2-hour mark. We're going to read this last page, and then we're going to talk about Cardi B. All right. This is the last page we're going to read, and then we're going to resume this series. We're going to resume this series tomorrow. Okay. In a video posted or streamed on February 26, 2021, Moore accused Reid of financially swindling his online subscribers. In a video posted or streamed on December 3rd, 2020, Moore alleged that Reid has improperly used without authorization the likeness and images of third party and charged his subscribers to view those images behind an online paid wall. More strongly implied that the images misappropriated involve third party engaging in S activity. Moore stated that Reid had committed a felony by doing this. Statements made by Moore, each of them are false. This is according to Larry Reid, attorney. Reid has worked to earn a living, paid musicians what they were owed. He has not swindled, defrauded, or financially abused his thousands of willing online subscribers and have not posted misappropriated S-word images online. Moore has falsely accused Reid, both directly and by unmistakable insinuation and INNENDO of attempting to coerce or improperly silence people Moore say are Reid's victims. Okay, on April 6, 2021, Moore said that Reid have done nothing in life but bully, terrorize, blackmail, extort, and bribe others. On March 23, 2021, Moore asked Reid to name the lovers he has been paid off, implying that Reid was paying off lovers he has acted such a way that he need to buy their silence. On April 20, 2021, Moore accused Reid of bullying victims into silence, using intimidation and head games to prevent victims from revealing his abuse, and uses various psychiatric tactics whereby victimizers ensure the silence of their victims. on February 26, 2021. Moore insinuated that Reid brought the silence of a woman in Memphis, whom he was having an inappropriate relationship after the woman crashed her car. These accusations, this is Larry Reid's attorney, these accusations, each of them are false. Reid have not bullied, threatened, bribed, or manipulated anyone to obtain silence or suppress testimony. Moore has presented guests on his live stream who alleged that they were N-word by Reid. Guests with an S. And recant what they claim are the details surrounding those events. They have appeared via audio and video on live streams that aired on April 20, 2021, May 2nd, 2021, which claim were false, as those acts of N-word station did not occur. So we're going to stop right there, and we're going to continue. We on page 12. We got some more pages to go. So we going to continue this series of breaking down how Larry Reid sued a poor blogger that only had about $1,200 in their bank account, there more, and how he refusing to sue Tasha K, Bishop Whitehead, and Levantre. But instead of him using the money to sue these people for quote unquote lying on him, he's using the money from his Patreon people to fly out men with men so he can do a show and take them out for steaks and ribs and burgers. But he don't want to spend the money to sue Levantre, Tasha, or Bishop Whitehead, but he's going to use the money from the Patreon people to fly out men with men and feed them to do an interview. All right. And he's giving them money. He gave one woman $500, $200, gave another person $500. He's spending y'all money. He's spending y'all money. He haven't really went live on the Patreon to give y'all hope and with your finances. He too busy trying to cover it up and try to pretend like or presents himself that he's innocent, but instead of him suing in the courts so we could get the complaint, because that's public record, he say, I don't want to spend that money, but you gonna spend the money to fly out bloggers, men with men, off the church's dime to clear your name up? That sounds like, to me, you trying to pay them to hush up. But that still ain't enough. And you got your employee, because we exposing that wicked behavior of using finances to silence an alleged victim. Larry, let me tell you something, son. You don't have enough money to silence the victim. Because if you did, you should have silenced that man years ago. But you're using the church's money that's in the complaint on page, what page is on? Using the church's money on page 4, paragraph, the second paragraph, when 7,900 patron subscriptions, which account for a substantial fraction of the LRL gross revenue. So you using some of that gross revenue to fly out bloggers. But you ain't gonna sue. All right, we're going to put the pause on that. Tasha K, she's going to release part 2 on Sunday. And Tasha, bring me back on that app. You need to let me be on that app for free, girl. We give you all this promotion. I ain't mad. I'm eating 2 off this. So you should be right now. You and Shaq and the employee, put me back on the app for free. You better give Wiley a free subscription. Because all this good press, we still on message. Justice for Levante. God, uncover it. All right. Let's get to Cardi B because we've been on here wooey over our time. Did y'all send some cash ups? We preaching today because Auntie Hammy just came in and just did all that cussing. We ain't gonna matter because that's what she do. She cuss. Thank you so very much for those that sent in a blessing. Thank you. She did all that type of stuff, came in cussing, but they don't. And then her man started playing the guitar. All right, so let's get to Cardi B. Let's go down there. And I didn't even know, you guys. I was just on. Let me make sure. Do I have that? Oh, did I delete that? Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, I didn't delete it. I have cable now, so I have cable, so I was able to watch it. But I did not know that my preview of saying that Jason Lee was going to interview Cardi, I didn't know that video got 24,000 views, 25,000 views. I didn't know that. I was like, what? But I got a call from Paris from a blogger, told me not to talk about Jason Lee. But that same, let me tell you about a hypocrite. This is why he getting flown out by Larry, because he's a hypocrite. Hypocrites hang out with other hypocrites. That hypocrite called me to tell me not to talk about Jason's interview with Cardi B. But that same hypocrite did a review on the interview with Jason and Cardi. Hypocrite. So, of course, he could get flown out. Of course, he could get paid. Of course, he could get paid by Larry Reid because he's a hypocrite and he don't stand by his word because he called me when he was in Paris, France, and told me not to talk about it. And he said, I'm not going to talk about it. But he's seen this, and we posted this on our Twitter, or we taking our time today. They don't like this type of teaching, Paul, and y'all don't like the type of teaching, Sister Martha. They don't like this type of teaching today. I know they don't like this type of teaching. I just know they don't like this type because it's rough and it's hard and there's too much truth to dissect. They're going to have to sleep on this and watch the replay. But they don't want to know that the premiere of the Jason Lee show received over 1.3 billion impressions online. And I said, congratulations, Cardi B. Congratulations, Revoke TV. Congratulations to them all. And I'm getting clicks and views. But that brother said he ain't going to talk about it. Told me on the phone, ain't nobody checking for Jason Lee's show. Told me on the phone, Jason Lee's show going to be a flop. But baby, the black and white, over 1.3 billion impressions. And then when I tuned in to the interview on the YouTube streets, they had over 16,000, 17,000 live in the chat. And then that same hypocrite posted on his page that he posted a sleeping emoji, and the Barty gang dragged him. He got dragged so bad he deleted the tweet. And then now he want to talk about Cardi B and Jason, and then he gonna get flown out by Larry Reid. So let's talk about this interview with Brother Jason and Cardi. So I see the interview. I see Cardi looking good, beautiful, look like she smelled good. She's talking about her surgery. Now I'm gonna give you the play-by-play. I'm just give you some highlights because it was late when I viewed it. Because I do a live stream show. I'm doing the Wiley Show. It was streaming at 10 p.m. I think at 9 or 10 p.m. But I missed that broadcast, so I had to catch it at midnight. So at midnight, I caught it last night at midnight, and so I caught the episode. And so Jason Lee was talking about how he loved Cardi, how they are friends. Cardi B was talking about how the shade room, how they kept posting her more. She didn't want him to post. She didn't like when they kept posting her. And then she realized that she's such a superstar. Another part of it, she talked about the surgery, and she looks really good, by the way. She don't look congested at all. She looks beautiful. And I love the fact, I love how Jason kept inserting himself as he known Cardi, how they have the relationship. And then people say, why Jason got to always insert himself and talk about what he liked to do and all that. I mean, he's active in the community. He's in Hollywood. So, of course, he's going to talk about all the people that he have interviewed and all the people that he's been around. That's a part of his brand. And Cardi B didn't back down. She said she loved Jason. She said she cussed Jason Lee out and that she loved him. And the quality was off the chain. It was a good, well-produced show. So I want to say congratulations to you, Jason. I enjoyed the interview. I was thoroughly entertained. I watched the interview by myself. I was eating a piece of fruit, drinking me some water, and I watched the interview and I was thoroughly entertained by it, because I think people wanted a very messy interview. He wasn't going to do that. He's interviewing her friend. It's his friend. And so while interviewing his friend, you got to be very careful with it. I loved how they handled the Tasha K piece. Now, I put in the title, Cardi B responded to Tasha K. And she said, yes, she didn't want to make love to her husband. She said that she started talking I didn't even know that Tasha said something about the granddaddy, about her father. I'm talking about. She brought the father. So like how Tasha K interviewed her friends and harass her friends, and that Cardi B, because Jason said, why you didn't sue YouTube? Well, she couldn't really sue YouTube because YouTube is not liable because they're protected by Section 205. And because of that section, that keeps them protected from being sued by what a person does on their platform. They're a shield from that. Okay? Because this is not, now, if this was a newspaper, that's different. But YouTube is not a newspaper. This is a social media site. It's a search thing called the Section 205. And I want to try to get somebody that can break that down. If I'm wrong, correct me on that. And she said she called YouTube. She talked to YouTube, and YouTube was saying, hey, you are a blogger. You are a celebrity. Get over it. She ain't doing nothing wrong. And so all this type of stuff that's going on with Tasha K, they didn't say her by name, but a lot of people's like, who is she talking about? Who is she talking about? So I understand why Cardi didn't want to give Tasha K more clout, because if Cardi B would have said something about Tasha K, is it Section 230? Did I say it right? It's Section 230. Okay, I didn't get the section right, girl. All right, so she didn't say Tasha by name, but Cardi knows that if I say Tasha K name by the public, everybody in the public will definitely be drawn to Tasha K. And then Tasha K tried to act like she's unbothered, putting on her makeup. Who are these people? Putting on her makeup. Hey, what's up, winos? We're definitely going live. We're going to be talking about Boosie and Prince Harry. I'm like, Tasha, you never talked about the royal family. Now, you saw that interview. Is it Section 230? Thank you. Section 230. You saw that interview, and you trying to act like that interview didn't buy. What's up, wino? So we got some heavy wine. We got some heavy tea wine. Let's talk about Prince Harry. You never talked about Prince Harry. What? Who are you trying to confuse here? You never talked about Prince Harry. Wait a minute. Where's my Prince Harry book? Hold up, y'all. Did that man come in my house and steal my Prince Harry book? We're going to have some problems. Where's my Prince Harry book? Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it's right over there. I thought he stole my book because he kept looking at it. Okay, he didn't steal my book. So, okay, it's right over there. Prince Harry is right over there. I hope he didn't steal my book. Okay. And talk about Prince Harry. Now, you know you watched that live, and then she heard him talk about Prince Harry. I said, well, it's okay. That's Tasha K, and I love her. Okay, so that's how that goes. I enjoyed the interview. I told Jason on the platform he did well. And shout out to my Twitter. Shout out to my Twitter. Y'all are responding to my tweets. My Twitter used to be the graveyard. But every time I tweet, y'all liking it, you're sharing it, my views on the tweets going up. I love that. Maybe because I'm doing it, maybe because I am full-time. Y'all are really paying attention to that Twitter. Twitter.com/Wiley Show. I have to give it to the producers. Y'all are showing up and y'all are happy. More people are coming showing me love. Ain't had it no more. Saying my name and all type of stuff. I love that about y'all. Thank you. From my heart, I thank you. It used to be the graveyard. I used to tweet. Nobody responded to my tweet. It just used to be there. Talking to myself. Not one person. But y'all tagging me. Shout out to Blue Skies. All y'all that tag me on Twitter. Like and reshare, responded. Even the trolls. We welcome the trolls. responding to the Twitter. I responded to Cardi B. They said, Wiley, she ain't coming on your show. She talked to the bloggers. You a flip-flop. I love that. At least you responded. I love that. So I enjoyed the interview. So I love the fact when she was talking about when it was a sad part when she talked about how Offset, passed away. Takeoff. I'm sorry. When Takeoff passed away and how Offset was upset. He was crying. He had to throw up, and it was a lot. And she had to go through the family. And then also Cardi had to go through therapy and all of that. And so Cardi, I publicly want to apologize to you because I thought that you were saying that you was in therapy and all of those things just to get a coin from Tasha K. But obviously you did go to those things in your life. So publicly on today, I do want to apologize to you, Cardi, because I did say you did that for court. So definitely, I think it was great. So I enjoy Revolt, and I threw shade at Revolt. I want to give a shout out and apologize to P. Diddy. I talked about their network. So ain't nobody watching Revolt, and I was watching it. It was crystal clear. Quality was good. I'm loving the shows. I'm gonna watch some more of the shows. Y'all have some African artists because y'all play music. It reminded me of the old BET. I was in there dancing in the room. Hey. You you moving around and walking, you dance mode. When you ain't eating all them baby back room, you just stand still. So now I was in that dancing ever. I ain't know none of the words. And then what was that saying? Don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Wait till it won't stop. Hey, can't stop, won't stop, won't stop. Hey, I got my ways, can't stop, won't stop. Whatever the song said. I actually liked the song. I didn't know none of the words. But I was in that can't stop, won't stop. Hey, I was in there doing a little dance. Hey, I'm doing a little dance. Hey, I'm doing a little dance in there. But I had to wait until midnight. So it was playing all the songs. So I was in there just dancing in my room. I was just in there dancing. So I think it was great. So I'm really, and I was catching myself watching Revolt today. So it's really great because my cable provider gave me a free 7-day trial for their cable. So I'm enjoying it. It's on the TV and I get free Peacock for free. And I loved it. It was great. Got Peacock, can't stop. Whoa. And let me tell you, I be dancing to Cardi B, but I was dancing to Katy Perry. Baby, there were fireworks coming in the world. Baby, like I was singing all type of songs. I came in like a wrecking ball, and all it would break my heart. And and everything, like no people be looking at me like, what is this man doing? And let me tell you, when you slim down and get a haircut, people look at you. So it's this guy I've been trying. And he been looking, and we talked, we had a conversation. I think like when you get a haircut and you slim down, you attract information. So I was in there working out. I was like, what? So I'm gonna have to print out. I'm slow. I have to see it in front of me, the lyrics. So we gonna get to the phone lines, you guys. Do y'all want to take some callers? Thank y'all so very much that's been here. I think it's 700 people in here. Shout out to y'all. Do y'all want to take some callers right quick? Also, we have some new merchandise coming on Teespring. So if you're having problems with the app, or just go to Teespring, type in The Wiley Show. You see all of our merchandise. So if you have any issues, just go to your website, go to your Google, type in Teespring, go to there, The Wiley Show, type in The Wiley Show in the Teespring, and you will see our merchandise up there. So make sure y'all get that merchandise because we got new merchandise coming. The interview was entertaining. I was entertained. So we got 700 million people coming in. So I was like, I've been trying to flirt with him forever. He never paid me no mind. I've been seeing him around. Never paid me no mind. I saw him at one of my roommates' house. Never paid me no mind. This time, the man talked to me, and we had a conversation. And I was shocked. Maybe I was looking good, skin coming together, slimming down, and we was just walking, and I started running a little bit. And I couldn't tell him I couldn't run like that, but he was running. He was good looking, and I said, if I keep a good looking guy or a good looking woman, I ain't seen no good looking women out there. But he was a good looking guy. I was ready. We were talking. We was listening to music. Then we sat down. He was talking about his job and about his relationship, about he's done with his relationship. He's focusing on his career. I was telling him about podcasting. He's thinking about starting a podcast. And he's thinking we just really just having a good conversation. And then it really started when I started with my barber. My barber want to come on the show. We had a good conversation because I talked to y'all so much. I was joking, and he said, "Man, you are so funny." He was just laughing at my jokes. And he said, "Man, I want to come on your show. When do you go live?" I said, "I go live every day." He said, "You don't do, CNA? I don't see in your script." I said, "No, this is what I do full time." And he said, "When can I come?" I said, "Anytime. If you off on Sunday, we let you come on Sunday." And so we want to have conversations when he come on here. Give me a second. We're gonna open up the phone lines. Now let me make sure it work. Okay. Give it a little time. All right. Moderators, give me 1 second while I get the lines booted up. And I will drop the link if anybody wants the link in here. Let me drop the link because I want my moderators to have that. And I was thoroughly entertained. And my barber was just laughing. He had to stop cutting my hair. I was telling so many jokes, man, and y'all got it on the show. That was like my last broadcast over there because we taking everything to members only to Zoom and stuff like that. So we're gonna start that. We're gonna start that for members only on Zoom. What did it do? I had the dates right quickly. Give me a second. We're gonna start that for the Zoom. We're gonna start all of that on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. We're gonna start that on Zoom. So for the members only, y'all gonna get the Zoom login. And the reason why we're doing it on Zoom and not YouTube because I'm gonna be unfiltered. So we can do a lot of things on the Zoom. Okay, my workouts, walking. I'll get up in the morning. And so if you want to join it for my Patreon and also for my members. So if you want that unfiltered conversations, we're going to have people on there, thought leaders, spiritual leaders, comedians, whoever we can get. We could definitely do it over there for the members only because what I want to do is the reason why we're leaving that app, we ain't giving them no more free promo because they didn't want to pay me. And I said, F that, pay me. All right? I need to be paid. I'm too funny to be working for free. Right? So, until they actually respond to my emails for payment, we've been emailing them for about 4 or 5 months. We're taking it all over for members only, and then we give y'all a Zoom link. We be on the Zoom. So we actually don't share the Zoom stuff to people that don't pay. Let people pay so they can get the entertainment as well. So give me a second while I post the number up on the screen here. 972-674-9462. Also, too, don't forget about Vegas. The first weekend in October, that first weekend in October of this year, we're going to be in Vegas. I think we responded to about 15 emails that people wanted to come to the event, and I sent you all the information. So if y'all have any more questions regarding Vegas, all you have to do is email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Any questions, just text me directly and we can answer your questions if you can't get me in the email. But please allow me 24 hours because it's just me and I don't have a staff that respond to emails. I'm doing all the responses. So you have to give me about 24 hours to respond. And if I don't respond in 24 hours, please try to text me. You can text me at this number, 972-674-9462, and we will make sure we will help you to give you the information for Vegas. I would love to see you. We give y'all more than enough time to come through for Vegas because we want that to be nice. So it's about 15 people that already RSVP. Those are people from out of town. So but that's not an account for the people that actually live in Vegas. So that's how that is. Okay, we didn't get any callers today. All right. I don't know if the phone lines work. Can somebody call in? Let's see if it worked. I don't know. If we don't, we will be done with that. Okay. No, Paul is not full time, baby. Paul come in when he want to come in. Okay. Paul is on vacation. We ain't got enough for Paul. All right. Yeah. Okay. The number. Okay. We'll see if anybody call in here. But yeah, we would love to see y'all for Vegas. I think it would be awesome. I think it would be great. I think it will. I can't wait to see y'all. We're planning on going to concert. We're looking for concert dates in Vegas for that first weekend in October. Madonna's supposed to be performing, but I don't like Madonna. But if y'all want to see Madonna, we can go. But I don't like her. We trying to find like a comedy show. Now we do want to go to Hell's Kitchen. So I know they take reservations. So make sure y'all RSVP and book your room so we can get a count how many people for the party bus. Now, mind you, you guys, we're going to get a party bus, but we need to know how many people are coming. And please let me know if you're coming with a +1 or a +2 if they want to go and be in a party bus, because it's not right. You go on the party bus and they left at the hotel. So if you want them all to be in the party bus, please email me, say, hey, Wiley, I'm coming with a +2. I want to go on the party bus. And once we get the information for the party bus, we're going to email you and say, this is the money that you need to give us so we can book the party bus. And that's going to be a certain deadline so we can already have that paid, because we want to make sure when we get to Vegas, everything paid, the party bus, everything is good to go when we get there. And if we choose to go to a concert, you got to make sure that we pay it early so we can get good prices and tickets, and we want to get it all together. So we can't wait till the last minute. No, don't bring any kids. It's an adult type of thing. No kids. I don't want to see your kids. I don't even want to see pictures of your kids. This is an adult event. And you know what I'm saying? This is a really adult event. So this is, let me take the number down. Give me a second. I'm going to post the screen. Post it up on the screen here because we didn't get no call list today. And that's good. All right. Because I can go and finish up, watch a revolt and dance. That will be the Wiley Show meet and greet, October the 6th through the 9th, 2023. October the 6th through the 9th, 2023. If you want to email me, you can email me at WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. I will put that on the screen. Give y'all a few minutes that want to take that down. The Wiley Show, October 6th through the 9th. I don't know if the phone lines is working, you guys, so bear with me. I don't see no call. Let me see something. Okay. And it's October 6th through the 9th. And if you want to email me, that is Wiley Show Productions@gmail.com. Okay. That's Wiley Show Productions@gmail.com if you want to do that. Ebony, you live on the air. Ebony, you gotta mute me in the back. You gotta mute me everywhere you gotta mute me in the back, Ebony. You gotta mute me in the back, Ebony. All right. Ebony?
Yes, can you hear me and can you see me?
Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, I'm shocked nobody wanted to call in, so I wanted to call and talk about Jason and Cardi.
Okay.
So the thing with Jason, like everything that definitely I don't think he was asking the important questions. There's so many questions that like it was just old news. And along with I did catch our mom briefly when he said it, and I have to agree. Jason was everything that he brought up about Cardi was something that he could attach himself to. It was very narcissistic in many ways. So it wasn't just it's like he had to keep making sure we knew how involved he is, how the connections that he has, how he shows up in her life, different things. I mean, which was interesting because a lot of people may not have known different ways that he how involved he is with her. Because I didn't know some of that. But a lot of it was all about, it's like maybe a topic wasn't going to come up unless he was attached to it in some type of way. And that was a little annoying, of course. But Cardi looked beautiful. She seemed like she was ready and excited to interview. The whole time I'm thinking, though, I wish Wiley was on there and had the interview.
Okay. One day.
Where is the meat? Where are the better questions? This is stuff we know. We didn't learn anything new.
Because I'm sure ready to ask us some tough questions. But You're right about that in that regards, but I got what I expected from Jason. That is the typical Jason, his style of interview. His style is, I know these people. That's why I don't want to be like that in the rooms with these people. I want to be able to ask them the tough questions while I'm not involved with these people. I can ask them these tough questions. So, but he's one of those type of person. He rubbed elbows with Cardi. He's on the phone with Cardi a lot. Cardi B is his friend. So of course he's not going to ask her hardball questions, because there's a lot of questions he could have asked about the whole thing with Tasha K, which he felt, to ask her. So I agree with you on that, but it was what I expected. He interviewed his friend. He did not interview Nikki. If he would interview Nikki, then of course it would have been a different type of a style of an interview, or if he would interview Megan, because those people are not his friends.
But even like interviewing your friends, like for example, when Carisha Please interviewed JT, she still asked her some hard questions, and obviously they neck and neck. But the other thing, Jason definitely had to emphasize multiple times that him and Cardi talk on the phone every single day. I don't know how many times that man said that in the interview.
Do you think that made Armand Wiggins jealous? Because he told me when he was in Paris that he's not going to talk about Jason Lee, and then he also said on his radio show he's not going to talk about Jason Lee and give Jason Lee clout. So do you think he was jealous that Jason had that rapport with Cardi, that they talk every day, and that Cardi did his show? Your thoughts on that?
Probably so, because I believe we all know that Armand wants to be that celebrity. He wants to have those connections that Jason has, and he even said that. That's why he even allowed himself to be attached to Jason so long, because he wanted that clout, from Jason. So yeah, I do think there's definitely some jealousy there, or
I think if it's not jealousy, then I think honestly, deep down in his soul, he regret throwing Jason away, like burning that man book. I think he regret doing so, but he did it. And so now he used to say, "Oh, wow, you burn bridges," but he have definitely burned a bridge with Jason. So maybe that's why he's attached to what is his name that we're talking about? This isn't a complaint. I want to make sure I read his name right, so I'm gonna read it in the court document. So that's maybe why he's attached to Dr. Larry Reid.
Yeah. Oh, maybe so. Yeah, I see there's a good interview that's gonna be coming up soon that we'll be chatting about. Yes. Now, do you think Jason's narcissistic?
I think Jason is a businessman. I don't think he's narcissistic. I just think Jason is in Hollywood. Most people in Hollywood, hey girl, when we hung out, I've seen other celebrities that interview these people have this conversation. When Sherry Shepherd interviewed Tasha Mack, I know that's not her name, but she played Tasha Mack in the show.
Right.
We was at the strip club and we were sitting in there and VIP. So if you're in Hollywood, the people, that's how you gonna talk. If you don't know them, you're not going to have that type of rapport. So that's how Jason is. And so I didn't see Sherry getting dragged. Oh, you didn't ask her no tough. And she didn't ask her no tough questions. Because in Hollywood, they're not going to come on your show, like those type of shows, and you're going to ask tough questions. Only people that really have that type of authority to do that, like Barbara Walters, Gayle King, the other chick, the bald-headed chick from Good Morning America that's getting married to her wife, her white wife. So they gonna ask the hard questions, but ain't gonna get no hard question for no Jason Lee.
Right, but at least ask about her music. What's going on with the music, or when can we expect the album? Or
he probably told Jason, "Don't bring that up because I'm not ready to release music." I do believe they had a conversation private, before the interview. Like Robin, she asked tough questions. So that's how that goes. But Jason ain't that type of person gonna ask tough questions. No.
True. But okay, that was it. I'm gonna have to call back I'm still digesting all the Larry Reid stuff. I did just finish the interview with Levante, if I'm saying his name right, and Tasha, which was interesting. And I don't all I can say is I don't see how he can deny those things of what's being said, but that's all I'm gonna say for that. But I will be following up on that.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much for putting it out here and for commenting on our show today. Thank you so very much. I didn't watch because my new producer of my show, that's why the show is put a shift. They don't want me to watch other content creators. So until you let you know what's going on. I personally want to know because I didn't watch, so I'm just getting a summary because the new person that I'm working with want me to not watch other content creators and just focus on the content. But if you know, but I will, we will be watching the Larry Reid thing because that's news,
right?
But just watching their reviews and all that, and I'm not gonna watch it now. If they interview like a Larry Reid or they interview like a Cardi B, that's different to the rule because you're interviewing a major celebrity. Yeah, that's how that goes. So those people, they don't even come down my timeline anymore. I don't even listen to their shows anymore. I just, you know, focus on my show. I start on time because what I did in the past, we watch other shows and I'm 15, 30, 45 minutes of my own show because I'm watching their show. So with the new person that I'm working with, they said, don't watch their shows. Just focus on your show. Don't name drop in the chat. Let them pay for it because you can't name drop Wiley name in their chat. So don't allow the people in the Wiley Show chat to name drop. Like I told the moderators, you see it, just time them out. Nicknames only, because this person was telling me, they said, Wiley, they never name your name. So don't give them the common courtesy to name their name.
Exactly.
They don't name yours. It was one content creator that Larry Reid employee, because my names are, you could tell that to your third grade child, and they can say Larry Reid employee, mama, Larry Reid employee, and the W show. He didn't say my name. These people don't want to say my name. We so effective. They have to say the W show. So we ain't gonna say that name. And I told the moderators, you have my authority. Time them out. Or I'll have to get some new crop of moderators. Don't question about the time them out. And if they get mad, they can come talk to me and we can sit on down and we can have a conversation because you can't say my name in these chats. Now, if you can say my name in other people's chats, then go right here. Just time them out. You better get some nicknames or send me a $500 plus. I want to be on the level. What that paperwork? And get paid subscription so I can get gross revenue of $100,000 per month. No.
Come on. You've been taking us to church all night. Come on.
I want to get to $100,000 a month. So if you want a name drop, $500 or more.
Yes.
You pay for that promotion.
Exactly. Now, did I see or read correctly that Storm, is he joining 2 men and a lady?
I can't really speak about who's going to join.
I thought I saw the advertisement.
No, that was a replay because we have a lot of episodes in archives. I think that's your first time seeing it. So we're trying to bring it back in February, but we might have to push it. We may do a couple episodes in February because I'm going to be going back home for some couple of weeks. So yes, I do want to bring it back in February. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so very much, man. Thank you for keeping me updated, Ebony. Love you.
Oh, you know it. All right. Have a good night, Wiley.
All right. You have a good night. Thank you so very much. Okay. So the phone lines is working. I'm just going to call y'all back. So y'all got to answer. Okay. I'm going to call y'all back. I'm going to call y'all back. So if y'all calling in, I'm going to call y'all back.
Hello?
Welcome to the Wiley Show. I see that you called me. What you got to say about all these topics?
Oh, well, I just got in the shower, Wiley. I called you a minute ago.
Oh, okay. All right. Enjoy your day, okay?
But wait, you didn't answer. I need you to sing the song for me. What was you saying? The music that you were saying when you was listening to your free cable? Can you sing that song again real quick?
Oh, can't stop. Whoa, stop. I can't get the song. Can't stop. Oh, stop. Like, you gotta wait. I won't learn that song. I gotta learn it. I'm gonna get the lyrics. Like, soon as we get off this air, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna learn that because I like the song. I like his son. He had on waves. He was dancing with Kodak Black. I never seen the video one day. The way they was dipping down, can't stop. Well, they was doing a ditty dance, and I was trying to do it. I ain't doing like it. I just don't know the words, so I'm gonna print out the lyrics. You know, I'm a little slow. It's gonna take me about 3 days and 3 nights to really learn the lyrics.
Wally, who sang the song so we can look it up because it's very catchy. Who sang the song? It's
Kodak Black, and it's one of Diddy's son. Hold on, won't stop. Give me a second. It's one of Diddy's son. He got on waves. It looked just like Diddy. Can't stop. Y'all know the name of the song because it was on Revolt, and I was watching that on Revolt. Well, who sang the song? Hold on one second, because you asked me who sang the sing the song. Hold on, can't
This
stop.
water too hot.
I don't know where. Okay, can't stop, won't stop. Oh, with Justin. Is it Justin? They say Justin. Oh no,
Okay, yeah,
they say King Combs. Whatever, King. It got 18 million views, and I got the lyrics right here, so I'm gonna definitely do it. Can't stop, won't stop.
Won't stop.
We'll upgrade it for the last tour. Okay, I'm gonna have to learn it. I'm gonna have to learn it. Okay.
All right, one more question before I finish my shower, Wiley. Thank you for saying this to me. I appreciate it. Has Larry Reid, since you started doing the coverage, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Has Larry Reid tried to reach out to you, and have you received $500 or $5,000?
I have not received a dime, not a phone call, not an airplane ticket, not $1 million, not $2 million, not a letter, nothing.
Okay.
All right, thank you, man.
Oh, and hold on. Was Kane J upset with you for releasing the phone call recording?
I don't know. I can't speak about that. He will have, it's still up there. Thank you, Mel. Okay.
You welcome. Have a good one.
Opinionated with a side of shade said, "Hey, Wiley, I'm glad I caught a live. Hey, producers." That woman came in with $50. That's what I'm talking about. She didn't play no game. She said, "I'm coming in with 50. Y'all make sure y'all match her." Because she said, "I ain't playing no games." Okay, who are we going to next? Because like this, you have to like call people back. Okay, stop. Stop.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, this is Ebony. I had called in this number first, and then
you have,
and then hit StreamYard.
Oh, yeah, you hit this StreamYard. Thank you, Ebony, so much for your support. Are you coming to Vegas?
I'm gonna try to.
Don't try. You better come. We gave you all these months. Work your job. Put a little more for Vegas.
I sure will. I'm starting my savings right now.
Okay, thank you, man. I would love to see it. So we could take a selfie and we could do a dance. We could do the Cupid Shuffle and we could do case. We go out for drinks, karaoke.
Yes, we're gonna be turning it up.
Absolutely. So I can't wait to see if you can come. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, you too. All right.
Bye-bye. She had already called in. Okay, who else are we bringing on? That was that person. Okay, let's try this. Oh, did I do that right? Okay. Okay, I'm like
Hello?
Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. Wiley, oh my God. You are burying Larry. You I mean, oh my God. You want him during the week. Tasha got him on Sunday nights. Wiley, listen, I just really wanted to say this much right here.
Yes.
When you are passionate about something, and you are speaking from the core of yourself, you break through boundaries. And your subscription levels in those moments, they go up. Your viewers in numbers, they go up. I've seen you in these modes on several different occasions, and it's like sometimes your views, they're steady. Sometimes I've even seen them decline. But in situations like this, when you're passionate about something, you break boundaries. And all I'm saying is continue to do what you are doing, especially when it's something that you believe in.
Oh, yes.
Continue to take those stories that you are passionate about, Wiley, because when you are passionate, you buzz and break through boundaries. I remember when I was watching Tasha K. I've been watching her for a minute. I'm not a huge fan, but I do watch her when she has good topics. And I remember when she was covering that R. Kelly case, and she was so passionate. I saw that energy in her too. And I remember I was saying to myself, oh my God, tonight is the night she broke through that boundary. She busted the boundaries and her platform elevated because of the passion that was attached to what she was talking about. And I am witnessing the same thing with you.
Oh, yes, the passion. Oh, yeah, I felt that. And God, it dropped in my spirit. I put it on my whiteboard. I call it a vision board whiteboard. And I put it on there. I want to reach 30,000 subscribers. I want to lose weight. 2 of the goals that I put it on the vision board, I've already accomplished in 2023?
I'm telling you, when you attach your stories to the passion, when you take stories that you're passionate about, Wiley, it's going to continue to elevate you because it's raw and it's real and it's coming from the core. You're not trying to be funny. You're not trying to. You're not trying to. I know you're a comedian, but you're not even trying to be funny when you're doing these stories. You're not even trying to be someone you're not or mimic someone that you're not. You're really coming from the core of who Wiley is. And that passion is so strong. I even saw other YouTubers trying to go into preach mode like you do. Trying to mimic that. I was like, they ain't been doing this. They just nothing on the Wiley. But that's the passion in you. So continue to do these stories that you are passionate about because you are breaking boundaries. You're busting through and you're crossing boundaries.
Thank you so very much.
Yes, honey. And listen, you got your foot on Larry's neck. I don't know what he gonna do. I mean, I ain't never seen you go in like this. Larry's in trouble. He's in trouble. I hope you never find out my secrets. Wait. Anyway, keep doing what you do.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Wow. Thank you for that. That was welcome. That was wonderful. I want to make sure I got everybody. I want to make sure we got everybody, you guys. I think it was one more person. Hold on. I think I'm going to call this person back.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Wiley. I got a Google Voice. I know who that is. I know who that is. All right, we live, you guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, so I was calling in because I didn't see Cardi B's interview, but being that you reviewed that, I'll check it out. I'll give it a click in the view. But I do want to say this. I've seen Cardi in person. I mean, yeah, you gave her a nice compliment, but she's not all that without makeup. I said it before, and I say it again. Cardi B's face is botched. Maybe the label, like when she was dressed for her music video, she looked the bomb. It was dope, but the face wasn't matching. But no tea, no shade. I mean, it is what it is. But I understand. That's Jason Lee's friend, so he's not going to ask her the tough questions. He's not going to give it his all like you would have.
That's his friend. Okay,
you would have gave it. You would have gave it.
And let's be clear: most women don't look like how they look without makeup. And this ain't just for Cardi B. Most women, when they take all that makeup, I don't think. And I love her, Carisha, please, but she don't look like that without makeup. If she take all that makeup, she's gonna look a little different.
Yeah, but I didn't recognize Cardi B when I seen her. No tea, no shade, but neither there. But anyway. So I do want to say this about Ahmad. Ahmad did see the interview, obviously, but why he's shading Jason Lee and Cardi B? Cardi B needs another interview. So what? He's still begging? He wanted to be with him.
Oh wow! That you says he's still begging, but he said he wasn't gonna talk about the interview. Now he's talking about it,
and now he's talking about it. That's crazy. Like he didn't want you to shine because he knew you.
I got to get the clicks and views.
But I tell you, the girls are fierce. So be mindful of the girls because you're getting up there, Wiley. Trust me, I'm so proud of you. But I also want to say this about the Larry Reid situation. Ahmad, deep down inside, he wanted to disattach himself with Larry Reid, but Larry Reid had already paid him all that money. He don't know how to distance himself from the situation because he was like, Larry, it's something that's not adding up. And now he's going to interview Larry Reid. So now he's doing it for a click in the view.
Mm-hmm.
But also Larry Reid already said that Ahmad got cakes, in other words. you know, New York, we say cakes, but he said bread basket.
Uh-huh.
So like, is it going to be like a honest interview, or is it just like because he said you got cakes? Like he's flirting with Amar now, because that's what he was doing. He flirted with Amar. So how is that going to be like a dope interview that's going to get straight to the point? It's favoritism. It's to try to build his character back up, but I don't think it's going to be a fair interview, if you ask me. But I'm going to jump back in the bushes. Keep going, man.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much for your support. Thank you for calling in and giving all the support and following us for many, many years. Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Cake Stop. Well, that song is in my head. Okay, who else are we gonna call? Wow, y'all are calling in. So give me a second while I get y'all on here. Okay, let me go to this. I'm gonna call you back. We own here is to call you back. Hey,
hello.
Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Okay, can you hear me clearly? I got like a headset on.
I can hear you loud and clearly. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was going to call you last night to get some clarification about this Larry Reid situation, because I don't like follow Larry Reid like that. And I basically like found out about Larry Reid through him being in the chat and super chatting other YouTubers that I listen to about like pop and, well, not pop, but like celebrity news and stuff. So, but I just found out today that he was actually supposed to be like a real preacher. He was like a real pastor for real.
He's online. He's not your traditional sense of a pastor because he don't have a physical church. He's more like an online type of a pastor, but he's ordained because he before he got his online career, he was a pastor of church.
No. Oh no. See, so that's why I ain't even watched Tasha K stuff, because yeah, I don't believe him anyways, because I don't play with church like that. See, it's one thing when I'm watching you know, YouTube for like, you know, a kiki and a cackle, but I'm serious about like religion and church. Now, I done heard Larry Reid talking all type of nasty, unholy stuff up on different YouTube channels. And, you know, and it's like, and all this stuff about him not having no money to sue. Like, he be sending like $500 super chats, $1,000 super chats. How you ain't got no money to sue? And so, like, I'm like, and, you know, I ain't perfect, but I read the Bible, you know? So it's like the things that I have seen him do from him being on, like, you know, regular YouTubers channels, that just let me know right there that he is not a real pastor, because it's like, you can't be playing both sides. And I don't even want to get too deep into like religion, because people be getting mad about all them different things, but it's like, you can't be mixing astrology, numerology, Illuminati, what's the other thing? Energy, the universe. You can't be mixing all that up into the Bible, because it don't say all that. And then when you get to Revelations, it say you ain't supposed to do all that anyway. So that's all I wanted to say. Like, I don't believe him just because he ain't even no real pastor. So that was all.
All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you, ma'am, for calling in. I want to make sure we have our legal note here. The views and opinions of the callers are not the views and opinion that represent the Wiley Show. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
I want to make sure we get that out there. Okay. All right. Okay. Where's our next person is going to call in? Give me a second. We're going to go here. Okay. We are live.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Oh, I called the wrong number.
Oh, you called the wrong number, the Wiley Show? I'm sorry, sir. What's your name? Oh, but he said he called the wrong number. Lord, what in the world is going on? He must be looking at the show and try to call his man. All right, anyway. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Welcome.
Wiley, was that the man from the gym? I called to ask about the man from the gym.
I wasn't at the gym. I wasn't at the gym.
No. The man that you said that was cute at the gym that was talking to you. Did he have a good job? He told you about his job.
That wasn't at the gym. But anyway, yeah, we had a great conversation. It was a great conversation.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure he's good enough for you, Wiley. But
we got dated. We just had a conversation. We ain't dating.
Okay. You never know. But I want to ask about Larry. Did you hear his interview that he gave on Patreon? It sounded horrible because I listened to it on somebody else's platform. He sounded guilty because I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, at first, but he sounded horrible when he did that Patreon, and I'm pretty sure his lawyer had to have made him take it down. If his lawyer has heard that, his lawyer made him take it down. He sounded guilty, and if Tasha, and that's after one interview. So if Tasha goes after him again for 4 weeks in a row, he's not going to make it. He's going to go down for this. He's not going to be okay. So I didn't know if you had heard it or not.
I did. Yes, yeah, I heard it. I talked about it yesterday. So did you catch yesterday's episode of the Wiley Show?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear all of it. You got to watch the full thing. We did talk about the Patreon. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back. Yeah, so he's not gonna make it, and the people that he's paying the money to, I just don't know what kind of basis they're operating from. If they could hear that and still support him, he sounded like he was trying to, bob and weave around his past. It's like he knows receipts are out there, and he's trying to, bob and weave around the receipts when they come out. So he
don't know what Tasha K have because they haven't dropped that receipt yet.
Yeah. So, okay, I was just wondering because I didn't hear you on that one though.
Yeah.
But I know what you're doing. I appreciate your energy.
Thank you so very much, man, for calling in. Okay. Thank you so very much for that. All right. We just got something from Jason, so I'm posting that on my page. So give me a second. Okay. He just texted me something. Okay. Who else? Okay, let me go to this one. I thought we called this person back, so let's see. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
How you doing?
Doing well.
God is good. You looking good up there, good brother?
Looking good.
I've been watching you since the computer had the fireplace on it.
Oh, wow. You go way back. That's like...
Yeah. I said, I'm tapping in with Wiley. He's coming back on up. I just called to say congratulations, do your thing, and stay content with yourself.
I will, definitely. Okay. That was it.
All right.
Ma'am. All right. Thank you. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, Wiley. So how are you doing today? Everything's good?
Everything's blessed. Go ahead. What you want to talk about the subject here? Go ahead.
Yes. I was just wondering, that interview that you played with King Jives, you told him you wasn't recording him, but apparently you was, right?
I talked to my attorney. I could legally do so.
Okay, but your bond is your word.
I don't care nothing about my word.
The word means nothing.
I talked to my attorney. My attorney said I'm legal to do so. Okay? All right. I talked to my attorney. He said, put it out there. We in a one party recorded state. You can do it. It was reported to me. Texas is a one-party recorded state. And we can do it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we got some hot topics that's coming. I'm glad. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show. Welcome to the Wiley Show. You got to turn me down the background. I'm trying to bring y'all on. Make sure your background is silent when you call in. And so, yeah, we got a show we're going to do on Friday. Oh, man. You think we got some shows now. We just getting started. We just getting started. Bishop Whitehead reached out to us. Shout out to Bishop Whitehead. I said I'm going to be in that courtroom because I don't know. He innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So he reached out to us. All right. Make sure we turn down in the background. Welcome to the Wiley Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Wally?
There you go, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, what's up with you? How you doing?
Bless and slimming this body down because I'm trying to go from obese to go to.
No, I see you working it out. Hey, I just wanted to like give you your kudos because like I'm not really a big religious person, but I felt like on New Year's I was watching your live and we kind of went to church and I was just up in there at my house screaming and putting my hands up and shouting, and it was all because of you, man. Like you had that live pretty turned up.
Thank you, man. That was a little live.
Yeah, that was a pretty good live. But also I want to say like you moving up in the rankings, man. Like I was watching the the blogger with the fake teeth, and they picking up some of your style. I want to say they kind of like jocking your style because like Wally, you reintroducing your audience to your old videos. Then I'm like on the YouTube waiting on you to go live, and then I hear the other blogger like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and release some of my original videos like from the beginning. And I'm like, wait, that sounds like that's Wiley plan. So everybody following
I'm happy.
The Wiley plan.
Absolutely, because my plan is my vision. I'm an influencer, so if somebody's influenced by that, go right ahead because I'm happy for it. I'm inspired by all of that. Thank y'all so very much for that.
Yeah, so that was like, just keep doing your thing and keep being true to yourself because like these other bloggers is watching you, and then the blogger didn't really want to say your name, but it's just like, come on, man, we know you talking about Wiley. Just say Wiley. They're like Larry Reid. No, Larry Reid told something. I don't know. Larry Reid told Tasha to call the blogger because I know who the blogger is, and they wanted the blogger to expose everything. I was like, I don't know, but it sounds like.
And my thing is this: why don't want to say Wiley name? We innocent over here. We slimming down. We doing a show. Why is let's say Wiley's name?
I think because like you want to come up and they don't want you to catch them because from what I heard, oh, after this Cardi B trial, I'm never bringing up Tasha K. She's over with. She's done. But then you got all of your titles and shit. I mean, and stuff again. So I'm just like, you're not a man of your word. You know what I mean? Like, and then when you went off on Jason Lee, you wasn't supposed to talk about that man again. Now he got a whole front page title and all that. So it's just like, it's all for the views. You lying. You ain't even keeping it real. But we know when we watch Wiley, you gonna keep it real. You come from the heart. And even though you say some crazy things sometimes, like I just really get a kick out of you because it's like you got a wide range of knowledge. Like you talk about politics, I love that, and you be with like the shady stuff, but your shady stuff be so funny though. Like it's just the things you say, like you be having me dying, man. So I was just calling you to let you know, like,
thank you,
keep
brother.
doing your thing.
All right,
and don't be so mean to your chat because when you come up, you can turn into another person. Don't do that because we all here coming up from you.
Okay. All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, go.
All right, now. Hello. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, I got a quick question for you. I didn't see all the, videos you did, but how did you and Larry Reid get into it?
Can you hear me?
All good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Wiley. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You asked me a question about Larry Reid. When these allegations came Larry said he was going to sue Tasha because Tasha said no, allegedly he's going to sue. He didn't sue. And so when she interviewed Levantre in part 1, Larry failed to go to his Patreon. It took him a couple of days to do so, to address it. And he addressed some of it on his YouTube page. And then he went behind the Patreon with his ex-wife, whom his ex-wife was not living with him at the time because they were divorced. He was having Shamar Crow and other people of the church, but they wasn't in the place when this alleged incident happened with this 15-year-old teenager, Levantre. And so I decided to withdraw my financial support because I was on Patreon for a long while, paying $12.99 a month. So I decided to withdraw my financial support because I did not like how Larry Reid is operating and handling these allegations. He's not handling it as, in my eyes, like a man of God. He's handled it to me like he has something that he's running from, something that he have to hide. And when he did the press conference, he did something else that I didn't like. He decided to turn off the comments. So when he turned off the comments, you are forbidding the public to comment about what you are saying because you don't want to answer those hard questions.
I get that, but I just feel like at one point you and Larry Reid was on a good term, but I feel like, think about Tasha K, the things that she do. You don't think that the fact that it's about, at one point her and Larry Reid supposed to did, well, I looked at another YouTube, I don't want to mention because I know y'all like to mention the different YouTube, but you don't think it's something about him and Tasha K supposed to did a collab together?
No.
And what
I think it's the thing, and that prophet, you're something wrong with your prophecy. You need to go back to seminary because I know how Tasha K operate, and I don't hang around with prophets. Bishop Bernard Jordan and his son, they need to come on out of the closet. Why would why would you attach yourself? Let me ask you, why would you attach yourself with Tasha K when Tasha K got a history? And you supposed to be a prophet. You supposed to know all these things about a man and all know stuff about the books of the Bible. And you didn't know nothing about you didn't know nothing about Tasha K. So to me, that doesn't make,
you ain't right.
That don't make sense. How can you tell me I'm gonna be blessed? God gonna bless you. Send me $13.88.
Because prophet is another thing. It's not like a psychic where you can see into things.
You can see Tasha K.
No, it don't work like that.
Yes, it does. Because if you see a person, hold on one second, with a history, and when you're trying to date somebody, daughter, I want to educate you because in my spirit, when you get into dating, you must research that man's history.
But so you can also move out energy.
If you see a person's history, dragging people, falling out with people, exposing people for clicking a view, what do you think going to happen to you, prophet, doctor, preacher?
I'm on Larry Reid side. I just think Tasha full of BS, and that's the
I'm not worried about what Tasha K. I want to know what about that accuser Levantre.
But he the same one said that he's great. You can look on them camera.
Do you think Larry Reid? Do you think that Larry Reid is straight?
I just like he likes to fumble around.
Ask your question. Ask your question. Yes or no? Do you think?
No, I think Larry Reid. Yes or no? He liked what he liked because I dealt with men dealt with. Let me ask the question, Wiley.
Yes or no?
I dealt with men. No, I think Larry liked what he liked. Don't mean because a man dabble into men don't mean he's gay.
So what does that mean?
He liked what he liked. He's like to dabble into a little bit of things.
Dabbing into what? What is the thing?
Men and women, and that's okay with that because I have dealt with men. let me say something. I dealt with men that like to deal with other men, but don't mean that he gay. Man, we was together for 2 years, but let's say, quote unquote, a bisexual man. But when I dealt with him, he was strictly just dealing with me. But his past, he has dealt with other men. But I'm not gonna hold that against him.
Are you single?
No, I'm not single at this time.
Who are you dating now? A straight man or a man that's dabbling?
I am dating a straight man.
Are you sure?
I'm dating a man that like women now. I'm not gonna say straight.
Sure?
I'm dating a man
Are you sure?
that like women at this time. But I have dated men that dealt with men and women.
Are you sure?
And I don't think nothing wrong with that.
Are you
and
sure?
You a gay man yourself, so you a man too. Yes, why? What you say?
I said, are you sure? I like both men and women, and I came out to be honest with that.
So you can't hold it against Larry,
did Larry Reid ever say that he is a bisexual man? Did he ever say that?
He don't have to announce that.
Did he ever announce it? Yes or no?
He doesn't have to announce that to anyone.
I asked a question. Did he announce it? Yes or no? Just give me a yes or no.
No, and he don't have to do that. What matter? What does that matter?
I think he should announce it. So
why? Because you the same man that deal with men and women. So
I announce
it. With Larry Reid?
He should announce it so they can know.
But he don't have to. That's what you choose to announce that because that's what you want to do.
But we're not worried about that, ma'am, because it's irrelevant.
Yeah, you're right. That is
a grown man is accusing Dr. Larry Reid.
That man
hold on, man. Let me finish my point.
You go ahead, because I'm not rude. I'm from Chicago too.
Hold on.
Wiley, I'm from Chicago.
I gotta because you said you from Chicago. You ain't letting the man speak on the show, and I know you run over your husband. That's why you like to deal with men because you can run over them and they can wear your wigs and your purses. Because you yelling at me, I'm from Chicago. You can't even let me get a word in. So you going to sit in timeout until you get in order. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
So what up, Wiley? What's going on, bro?
What's up, brother?
Yeah. So you don't see inconsistencies with these men's stories?
Inconsistency with what story?
With the story of this dude. You know, he talking about he was 15 and 16. And
what was the dude's name? I don't know which dude you're talking about.
The accuser.
What is his name?
You know his name.
So you said if it's inconsistency, you have to give me the name, sir. Because Larry got it.
It doesn't matter. We've all seen the interview.
We've all
seen the interview, bro.
Do you know his name?
Bro, we've seen the interview. You don't see inconsistencies with the story.
Do you know his name?
Bro, you know his name. Do you see inconsistencies with his story?
I can't answer your question because you're not giving a name.
Well, what are you basing your reporting on, bro?
All right. Thank you all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show, for the support. Because we are saying justice for Levantre. Justice for Levantre. We're going to do another prayer call on Friday. The Spirit is leading me to do another prayer call on Friday. We're actually going to do that prayer call on this Friday night for the Patreons and for the YouTube. And that prayer call actually are going to take place Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're doing a prayer call. We're going to have a flyer that's going to drop out. We're going to drop a flyer. That prayer call going to stop at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. We're going to do a prayer call for the Patreon and for the members. And then on Friday, we're going to do a special broadcast on January the 20th. We're going to have a flyer and a thumbnail for January the 20th. We're going to have it probably around 9 or 10. And we're definitely going to have that. So we have 700 people in here right now. And we need some strong believers to sign up for the text list so you won't forget the time when we go live. And that text is Wiley to 888-534-4939, 888-534-4939. Now, when you text it, put the word Wiley. The key word is Wiley, W-I-L-E-Y, because we're doing a special prayer call on Friday. Then we're doing a special broadcast on tomorrow, which is Thursday. We are going to continue to read these court documents and break it all the way down. And then we're going to do a show of men that's in the closet that don't want to come out. We're going to talk about the signs of a man that's in the closet. We're going to talk about the signs of a DL man, and we're going to break that down maybe on tomorrow. So you don't want to miss these shows. We may put that for members only and for Patreon because we want to get into it deep. So I don't know. I see how I sleep on that. But again, we're doing a prayer call for to expose that the truth come out. A prayer call. So if you have a prayer request and all of that, we're going to be praying for Levontre. We're going to be praying for other accusers that say they've been declared. We're going to join in with Bishop E. Dewey Smith, and we're going to make sure we pray. He's not joining the prayer call, but we definitely are going to do that. We definitely going to bring a DL conversation. We're going to talk about that on our show. So make sure you sign up for the text list. All right. You don't want to forget. And you sign up, text Wiley to 888-534-4939. It is free to do. All right. Thank you all so very much. This has been an awesome show. We need prayers, other prayer even more than us. Absolutely. So we're doing a special broadcast on Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for our patrons and for our members. All right. And so if you all want to join us, and we having conversations, you know what I'm saying? And so we're having that on Friday at 6 p.m. And then, of course, we're going to start our Zoom conversations next week. So we're going to sign up for the Zoom, get the Zoom together, and give y'all the Zoom stuff. And that's going to start next week. But we're doing a prayer. We're going to do that on Friday. So anybody got any prayer that they're going to do, the prayer requests, you can email me or you can DM me or text me, and we will put that prayer request in for, we will go in prayer on Friday. Okay. Because God answers my prayers, because my show is growing. I pray for this and I asked God to do it. And God said, put me first and watch me bless you. And so thank you so very much. We're stepping out on faith. We believe in the faith of God. We believe in the Holy Scripture, and we definitely are going to be in prayer on Friday. And we're asking God that he expose the truth and just expose it out there, break it open, to break open the case. We're thinking about bringing back Two Man and a Lady in February. So I have a couple of things that I have to do in February. So we're going to get a couple of episodes in February for Black History Month. And already, I want to thank the believers for sending in $30 already. If anybody want to contribute to the broadcast, you already paid your bills. You want to contribute to our show. You were entertained. You could cash app us at $ Marquise Wiley 28, and you can send us a blessing to us, $ Marquise Wiley 28, and then you can send us a contribution. Some of y'all have already sent your $30 and say, hey, Wiley, I sent 30. I want to send 30 more dollars, because we're upgrading and we're trying to have more in-person interviews. So we got to get more chairs. We got to get more microphones because we're going to bring a special guest here. And this year, we're not interviewing people on, in my house, only people that I know. So we have to pay for a venue or a studio to do that. So that's why we want to make sure our account is up there for our show. So if you want to contribute, whether it's $5, whether it's $1, whether it's $2, because all that add up if you are believers to come over there. All right, we're going to do an after show for our members and our Patreon people. So again, we're going to do an after show for our members and our Patreon people. I'm going to get the link together and drop it in there for our people in there. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a cute little moment. We gonna have y'all in here for our members and for our Patreon. Okay, I'm gonna get that together. I want y'all to tell me what went on because I didn't get to see none of the stuff that went on. So if y'all got some questions y'all want to ask me, y'all can do that right now. And for the members only, and for our Patreon. So if you want to sign up really quickly, you can. If you want to sign up really quickly, you can right now. Because I got time. We're doing an after show for members only. So if you want to sign up, make sure we get that together. Moderators, I will drop the members only link in there. If anybody asking for it, I will drop that in there. Okay. I want to make sure I drop that for our members and our Patreon so we can do an after show over there on Patreon because my members want me to do an after show. So we're going to do exactly that for our members. And if you didn't get a call in, you can call in on the after show. And I'm going to drop that for the Patreon. Give me a second. I know some of y'all want to do it. Let me make sure. I'm not reading the chat, you guys, because I don't want to be distracted right quick. So if you need a membership, shout out. We got 30,119 subscribers. Wow. Thank you so very much for the support. I did not know that was like that. Wow. Thank you so very much for that. I didn't know that. Thank you so very much for that. I did not know that we have that. Okay, let me drop this on the Patreon. Look at God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. God is doing wonderful things in my life, and he's doing wonderful things in your life. But you must put God first. You gotta put him first. Pray, fast, work on your diet. Stop eating all that fried food and toxic sodas. Detox from all of that energy and detox from negative situations. Okay, I already put that. So patrons, you all will receive an email, and members, y'all should have it. All right, we got some new members. We're going to give y'all enough time to join in. Detox from that. Put God first. Detox. Because when you put God first, God would match that energy. You start to put God first. You start to put praying first. Put it in there. Go on a fast. Say, I ain't going to eat no baby back ribs. I ain't going to drink no Fanta. I'm not going to eat no potato chips. I'm going to detox. I'm going on a fast. I'm going on a walk. I'm going to end these toxic relationships. Somebody right now need to end toxic relationship. You're in so much depression and anxiety because you in a toxic situation. Cut them folks off and get to a peaceful place in your life. And watch God shift and do good things for your life. If you're a woman or a man, you don't feel attractive, hit the gym, work out, take yourself for a facial, buy yourself new clothes, surround yourself with better people. Get away from people, they always talking about you negatively, calling you ugly, calling you this, calling you that. Get around people that want you to be strong, that want to invest in your business instead of being in your business to be messy, to bring you down. Get around people if you have a business that take your business. God have blessed a person in my life, took this show to the next level. And I'm humble enough to allow that woman and that man or whomever that's around here to be able to give me ideas. Because God going to say, brother, you weak in this area, so I'm going to send you help. You a little weak in this area, so in that area, let me send you some backup. That's why Jesus had to have him some backup. He had some disciples. So God sent somebody in there, and they remember, and they've been blessing me ever since. We bless each other. God will send your backup. Once he see you really are thriving and believing, stepping out on faith, believing in the scripture, toxing out the energy, working out, not taking all that toxic energy, that toxic food, he see that, he gonna match that energy, gonna beat you right there. Woo. I feel like a praise break. Right then and there. So we're going to do an after show on the Patreon and for the members. Join right now. We already got content available for the members. So we're doing an after show, and we're doing none of it. And then we're not going to do after show every night because that's a lot. But we're going to try to give some after show, pre-show, bring special guests, and some of y'all will want to come on as well. But I do need somebody to tell me what went on out there in them YouTube streets, because I wasn't there. I wasn't watching. So y'all going to have to educate me of what went on out there. On the morrow, and that we will be going over some more of these documents. Tomorrow, we on page 12, and we got another stack of documents we're going to do, and that's Thursday. And we're going to finish up reading all of that on there, okay? And everything like that. So, and whatever Larry interviews that we do, we will break it down and give our input on there as well. And of course, on Sunday, we're going to have I believe we're going to try to have a Sunday service. We don't know. We're going to try. I got to work on my sermon. And I know what I'm going to try to do. I get in the scripture. And so I really want to try to do. I've been so busy. I can't, in the scripture and all that type of stuff. But I believe a scripture that I do want to do a message on. And so we're going to be reading the word. And we want to make sure we do our Sunday service. It's not going to be all long, all day, whatever the Lord lead us. But we're going to try not to have it an all day event. And so it's going to be the Wiley way of what we're going to be addressing. Thank you so very much. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Thank you for those that give. I want to make sure people are on the right now that is on the joining the memberships. I'm going to give them enough time to join. Thank you. Someone sent a blessing. Thank you. I see it. Thank you. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. Time's going to get hard, but put God first. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. When times get hard, put God first. And watch him move in your life. Put him first. Wiley, I can't put him first. I got to put Pookie and Ray Ray. No, that ain't how it works. Put God first. And then watch him change everything in your life. You put him first, and then everything else gonna fall in line, because that's the order. You put him first. I'm so busy, Wiley. I don't know what to, because you ain't got God first. You got Pookie and Ray Ray first. You know what, brother, why you ain't focused? Because you got Shirley, and you got Pauline, and you got Cynthia, and you got Pam, Sanisha. You got all them women. You need to put God first and watch a movie in your life. When the last time you prayed? When the last time you said, thank you, Jesus? When the last time you just said, Jesus? When the last time you said that? Some of y'all haven't even said Jesus in a long time. Some of y'all forgot how to spell Jesus. Oh, we got PayPal. Give me a second. We got PayPal. As well. We here. Give me a second. Moderators, do y'all have the PayPal? Post the PayPal in there. We got other stuff that's coming as well. I know some people I've already gave for the PayPal. Give me a second. And put them first. It's so much going on. You ain't got God first. That's why there's a lot going on. You need you some backup. The greatest backup is God Almighty. It's better than anything in this world. Give me a second. Okay. Hold on. Let me drop that in there. Of course, I'm looking at that. When you give, of course, I'm going to look at that comment fast. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to be a multitasker. You got to look at the chat. You got to put them first. Of course, you got to give. And put that in their chat for them people can give. Put them first. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to give. Now, for those that want to give $30 to celebrate our 30,000, you can do it. But if you want to give more and say, Wiley, I want to give 10,000, well, do it. We're going to be blessed. Put them first. Put down that plate. If you weigh 455 pounds, high blood pressure, and you got diabetes, you got all that, you need to push that plate back. You and the doctor taking all that medicine, get all that medication, you cramps, can't hardly move, breathing heavy. You need to go on a diet immediately. Need to join me in my walk. In emergency room every day, you in the emergency room, you're sick. But you ain't telling that doctor you eat baby back ribs in the middle of the night. You ain't telling them about them hot Frito potato chips with cheese and meat that you eat. You ain't going to tell them that. Doctor, I don't know what, you liar. You do know what's wrong with you. Eating all that toxic food. I just don't know what's wrong with me. Push that plate back. I just don't know, doctor. I'm going to tell you right now, doctor. No, are you eating good? Oh, doctor, I eat real good. You ain't telling that man you eat salad, but you put extra barbecue sauce, dressing in barbecue sauce. That ain't healthy. Cucumbers, you got carrots drenched in so much heavy gravy and barbecue sauce. You ain't telling that doctor that. Yes, you ate a salad, but it's drenched in barbecue sauce. Right now, you got you a piece of chicken right now you chewing on with them greasy fingers. I ain't studying what Wiley talking about. I'm going to eat like I'm going to eat. I've been eating like this for 55 years, and I ain't stopping because I'm stuck in my way. Well, you're going to keep it in that emergency room. We'll keep taking that high blood pressure. We'll keep breathing heavy. And you wonder why you can't keep no man, brother. You wonder why women don't want to be around you because you can't even perform in the bedroom. You got all that excessive weight. You get cramped. You trying to hump her, and you got to crack a Charlie horse. Here you are on top trying to get it together. It got you a little Charlie horse in your leg, in your right leg. You trying to go down on her, but you can't go down on her, baby. You gonna have to call. You got you a Charlie horse. All that excessive weight and stretch mark. You can't even go down because you got you a Charlie horse. She got to stop. She got to stop. It can't even satisfy because she got to rub your big thick thigh. So she got to stop. She in the mode, listen to music, and you down there, but you got to stop. Get it together. She ready to reach that level and ready to reach that level and release herself, but you got a big old Charlie horse huffing and puffing, can't even do it right, and then she got to stop and massage you. Make sure y'all hit this like button. Well, I'm waiting because somebody else want to come on members only. So I got to send them over this members only. Somebody DM me. So sometimes you got to know how to multitask. All right. Thank you so very much. Doing all that type of stuff. I'm going to work out one day. When? I remember we had a sister in my clothes. In my clothes. I remember we had a sister. Her name was Sister Hinton. That sister weighed about 600 and some odd pounds. She was bed bound. She had bed sores, like juicy bed sores on her body. So when she had to go to the hospital for emergency or for checkup, about so many firemen have to come and put her in a fire bag, and they will have to squeeze her through the door, and she be in that crying, oh, help, help, help. And every time she goes to the doctor, they tell her, you go home, you keep eating like that, you ain't gonna make it. She ain't want to listen. They put her in the hospital for diet. She get her husband, get her out there. Husband died from cancer. And then one day she was at home and she passed away and she died. Because of that, all that obsessive weight. She didn't listen to the doctors, didn't care, didn't listen, kept eating, having her husband go give her about 3 dozen of donuts. Then she would have, I never seen nobody get catered for themselves. I thought when you get something catered, you have a party, but she would get meals catered to her from KFC, from whatever restaurant. We got a restaurant in Chicago, Eat and Run, and so she would cater 100 wings to herself. Now, when you get 100 wings, that's supposed to be for the church and all that type of stuff. And you know, if she would get at Eat and Run, she would get 100 wings, and she ain't living. She didn't pass on 100, and she would eat it by herself. I wanted a piece of wing. You know, I was a kid. I was hungry. That chicken smelled. Eat and Run chicken is good. And I smelt that chicken. And I said, can I get it? She wouldn't give me a piece of chicken. And then when my grandmother would try to take it away, she would cry like a little girl. Well, y'all don't want me to be happy. Y'all just don't want me to be happy. I'm at my please. I have to eat. I'm always home. Give me back my chicken, mother. Give me back my chicken. And she would feel bad because she just be crying. I promise you, mother, after these 100 wings, I ain't going to eat no more. I promise you, this is my last wing. And then when it was time to clean up, and you have my grandmother aches and pain, she would have to flip her over. All you see nothing but butt, thighs, and bed sores. And they would have to clean them. Stench, smell, stuff come out them swords, have to smell all that. And my grandmother did it. And that's, I seen it. Anyway, thank y'all so very much. Little back boy, little back girl, you're enough. When things get hard, put God first. Thank y'all so very much. We're gonna do an after show over there on our members only. And for our Patreon, we already sent the link over there. Members, all you have to do is go on to the members tab. It's like a community wall. You will see it, and that's how you get to get into the chat. We already have the live up. Thank you. We have 588 people. If you love this content, all we ask is that you hit that subscribe button and go on your device, your phone, and hit that subscribe button. You must go on your device. I don't think you can subscribe on the TV. So go on your phone, go on your YouTube, just hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We want to grow. We're on a move. We want to reach another level, and we want to reach it at a good pace. So we definitely want to thank you. I want to thank my producers. I want to thank also my my moderators, and also I call my members the executive producers. Also, if you want to come to Vegas, again, I want to make sure we put this email address out. Email me at wileyshow@gmail.com. If you're coming with people, let us know, because when we send the party bus information, definitely let me know that you paying for you and 2 other people, so we can get an account, so we can get the right size of a party bus. And so we all come together. And so we already got the hotel where we're going to be staying at. And so, so we do, and in other places that we're going to be going to. So you're going to get the right artillery on it as well. And we're going to do all of that. So we ask that you all come through and support that way. Thank you all so very much. And for the support, thank you for that. Thank you so very much. And we will see y'all over there in the after show. Okay. Thank you. This was fun. This was so great. Thank you. And so you can email us at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com, wileyshowproductions@gmail.com, wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Thank you. The rest of y'all, see y'all over for the after show. Wow, we've been on for 3 hours, but we have to talk about all these topics. See y'all later. Peace. After show. Okay. What are we doing? And I don't know why the sound wasn't working, so I don't know if it's a glitch.